Hello. YouTube changed their player layout on desktop, and I hate it. It looks so stupid. It's so bulbous. Look at this. Look how bulbous the Here, I'm gonna move chat real quick. Look how bulbous this looks. I know why they do stuff like this, why they make buttons huge and stuff, is to enhance the mobile experience. I'm not on mobile, so what? Anyways. But I'm not on mobile, so why does it look like that? Hi, welcome. And also, it's not like that on mobile. Or maybe my app just isn't updated. Anyways, hi, how's it going, everyone? Aggravated squirrel. Hello, Soth, Monday, Tass, Fabricio. Welcome, Marceline, Lone Wolf, Luna. Hello. Good crabbing. Angie. Good crabbing. I remember when I managed auto parts stores. I managed like not small like mom and pop auto parts stores, but like corporate, like chain auto parts stores. And I remember them saying, you know, customers are creatures of habit, and so if we move around, you know, we'll change this planogram around so that the pliers are now actually over here, and then the metric fasteners are over here, and so if they have to look for what they need, they're more likely to buy something that they didn't think they came in for. It's like, no, that just pisses them off because they're coming in for a set of pliers, and then they walk in. It's not where'd they move them to? That has never worked. That has never worked. I don't understand what corporate. Anyways. Anyways. A lot of stores. I understand the concept of it. I can never imagine that working. And in all my years of retail, I never once had anyone, oh, you know what? It was always, where'd you move this shit to? Again, a lot of stuff is a surprising, if you actually work with like fasteners and like that kind of stuff every single day, you learn it very quickly. A lot of stuff already is metric because we just manufacture so little things here. Like I'd say probably 95% of the automotive industry, even considering the aftermarket, is already metric. You learn to juggle the two very quickly within like your first week on the job, but metric makes more sense, but you learn both anyway. I'm all over the place right now. Genshin is pulled up right now. I had to exit out and then log back in, so like I'm at this screen right now, because I was just wandering over to the crafting bench in Nasha Town, and Paimon interrupted me, and I was like, okay, if I X out of the game and then come back in, then. Nope. I thought maybe if I closed out of the game and then came back in, then it would drop me in like right before she had started that okay, that's where the event starts. Okay, that makes sense. I thought maybe it would drop me off right before, but no, it just, when I logged back in, it dropped me in to her dialogue again. So it'll be kind of awkward for this first part because it's probably supposed to be supposed to have audio, but I have my audio turned all the way down and I'm locked into dialogue, so I can't change that unless I can do that right here. Audio. Nope, that's my only audio. All right, I'm gonna have to be frick. All right. There's going to be no dialogue during the. Here, I think I can just pull up actually. Yes, I can. I do have that. We have the power. All right. Yeah, because I always have the game at 0 volume, all the way down. And so there's going to be no sound effects, no background music, no voice for any of this right now until I exit Paimon's dialogue. So let me just turn on some nice relaxing music for that. Yeah, and it just dumps you right back into her dialogue. Put that like that. There we go. Conry, over here! Paimon's got something awesome to show you. Ta-da! Look at this! It took Paimon forever to dig up this treasure from that bustling market.
It's a camera! I say, is this an elder statesman among cameras?
According to the mysterious shopkeeper, this was the camera used by that super famous Fontanian photographer from a few decades ago, the legendary Pierre Leblanc. Any relation to Matt LeBlanc? Rumor has it that the photos he took with this camera were all smash hits, and they'd often make it onto the front pages of the Steambird. If you use this legendary camera, your photos will look like double legendary, and then we can sell them for more. This camera was expensive, wasn't it? Can I adjust the audio here? Oh, I can. I'll keep this music playing. This camera was expensive, isn't it? It was okay. After all, Paimon's got her emergency funds to fall back on. As long as you like it, Paimon's willing to empty her pockets. Well, in that case, thank you, Paimon. It's a wonderful gift. Yay! Paimon's happy if you're happy. Now that we've arrived in the new nation... Oh, this isn't voiced. You're right. Now that we've arrived in the new nation, let's put this camera to good use and take pictures of all the new things we see. Paimon's also prepared a new photo album for you, just for the occasion. Paimon's reliable and thoughtful, you see? Paimon's reliable and thoughtful, you see? Okie dokie, enough chit-chat. Those photos aren't gonna take themselves. They might. Let's go. A new potato event. Go to the potato taking point. Doom, 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 doom. You must equip the memento camera to interact with photo taking points of characters or characters to enter photography mode. You can preview and set a color filter lens while taking pictures. Huh. Once the challenge is complete, you can readjust the color filter lens on the challenge results screen. Something. Can you now? Something you wish to ignore me. Ignore me, Arlecchino. Whoa! Ignore me, Arlecchino.
You have my undivided attention.
I cannot wait to see more of this lass in the next AQ. Take a picture of the chestnut goat jumping or headbutting. Oh. That's not it, headbutting though. Oh, it just jumped! Frick. You gonna jump again? You gonna jump again? Huh? You gonna jump? You gonna jump? You gonna jump? You gonna jump? Are you gonna jump? You think you can jump? You think you can jump around here? This is a no jumping zone. You've jumped your last jump. What the fuck? Come on, bro, jump. Now that Van Halen song is bursting into my gourd. Oh, this, okay, so this one was, okay, when it's green, you can green. I don't need to save that. What's my, I don't know how to do an Attenborough voice.
We've seen all sorts of amazing... Oh my gosh, that is atrocious. We've seen all sorts of amazing sights in the wilderness of Nodcry. Gentle chestnut goats that can release strange energies. And that is not... And shy sniffer moles who display rare joy upon receiving treasure. In this land, it seems even plants and lifeless machines have developed a wordless romance.
Resonance, not romance. A wordless romance. Hey! You can green when you green. My wife and I bought a little bamboo from a,
My eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Brought a bamboo from, not a thrift shop, but, not a swap meet either. Basically a swap meet. A little bamboo, and she threw in a bottle of something called green, and so we would use green. And I was like, this is probably just water with food coloring in it, but I think it actually did work. I think green was actually green. What do you want me to do here? That's not what I'm looking for. Take a picture of a happy sniffer mole, and also, Connery, maybe turn the music back on as well. In certain stages, you must interact with plants and animals in the scene to ensure they are in the correct state to photograph. Ah, this wasn't locked. How convenient. There, that works. Look at him. Cute mirror of truth. Oh, Instagram filter. Whoa, look at that. Instagram filters. Nift.
We've seen all sorts of amazing sights.
That is not even remotely close to the robot attracting a special plant. What did you just say to me? How is everyone's final days of... How many days are left on this?
1 week.
Just over 1 week. I did... Okay. I re-welcomed Mrs. Connery, because she's, I believe, going to try to... I was surprised. She might pull on Nefer. I was really surprised, because usually she's not into that kind of... character, like the Beto tier type of character, like the Yelans and Clorans and Betos and characters like that. Tall, in control women. I maybe should have thought about that sentence before I said it out loud. But she might pull on Nefer, but she's definitely going to try to snap up a Zhongli. So, however, her Layla does pretty well. For the world level that she's at, and like the bosses that not the bosses, that like enemies that she's fighting in story, and stuff like that. Yeah, her Xiangling is at 28. What's it? 28? Excuse me, 28 crit rate, and her Ayaka is at like 50 by 90 crit ratio, so 50 rate and 90 damage. Could use some help. What is the catalyst and the artifact set that Chilona and Xianyan works really good on? Because the only reason she's on Skyward Pride is because Xianyan is an attack scaler, and that's her only 5-star. That's her only 5-star catalyst. Attack. So maybe just like two pieces of attack. I believe is what you said, Lone Wolf, in that comment. So two pieces. Two pieces. Yeah, a pair of 2-piece sets So like 2 gladiators and 2 Skyward Atlas is what I mean, not Pride. Not Pride. Skyward Pride is on Shanyan. No. Oh my gosh. Skyward Atlas is on Shanyan. Skyward Pride is a great sword. I have deception. So the Atlas is on Shanyan because it's her only 5-star, and I was just like, yeah, probably be fine. 5 stars have a higher base attack anyway. Is there a better catalyst for her? I was thinking maybe Thrilling Tales, because it's often that my wife will just like grab the burst for the healing and then swap off of her. But Atlas is amazing on her. Okay, can do. And Skyward Sword is on Link. Indeed it is. Because what's the Atlas's substat? I can't even remember. Is that an ER substat? Okay, interacting with the plant. Oh, it's already doing its thing. All right, that one was simple. Oh, look at that! Look at the ram. Thrilling Tales of using attack DPS. Phony is good in general for other options. Cool. So it is an attack one then, and that's an attack scaler. So I can't remember how many ticks her Shanyan heals for, or how much her Shanyan heals for per tick. But she uses her primarily to just like swirl shit around, like throw down Guoba and the Pyronado, throw down Layla's skill and burst, and then leap up and swirl the cryo and pyro around with Shanyan before switching over to Ayaka. Take a picture of Llama.
Ain't gotta tell me twice. You know what I mean?
I'm fine. Zenless isn't until tomorrow. I can't be unhinged yet. Oh my gosh, you missed! You had so much time to run away as well, and you still didn't. Where is she? Naoma? Not down here, she's up. It says she's up. In character stages, you can adjust the character's pose and pause in a suitable position. After trying to adjust the pose, take a picture to complete the challenge. Each photo taking point has 3 preset camera positions, with each position offering different camera angle, just color filter lens. So she's up?
Take me up.
Oh, there she is. With a deer! Where's Bina statue? There's Bina statue. Ah, Conry, Paimon, it is you. The birds of the woods just spoke of your coming. Do you come with some important matter, or do you perhaps require my guidance? Looking for a photo op material while we're at it? This place is well nourished by the moon's radiance. The plant and animal life dwelling within it are both different from those anywhere else in the world. So yes, I would call it a good place to take excellent photos. Please feel free to look around. Should you have any questions, do not hesitate to approach me. I shall answer as best I can. This place gives off a sense of tranquility. Yes, this is where I meditate, where I commune with all living things in whispers. Just standing here helps set my heart at ease. You're a real poet, Lauma, and you didn't even know it, Lauma. I do in fact have a small request. We'd like to take a picture of you. Don't ask what for. Yeah, you fit super well in the background, like the center of a beautiful painting. You'd look awesome in a photo for sure. You'd like to take a picture of me? That would be a novel experience.
If you believe that the serenity of this place and my form are worth immortalizing through the frame, I'd be glad to oblige. Indeed, I would be honored to add another lovely memory to your journey. So, how may I assist you? Will you need me to look in a certain direction, or will things work as is? I'll catch you at your most inspiring, don't worry, don't worry. Alright, I will leave it to you then. May inspiration, fleeting though it should be, grace you with its presence.
I like how it gives us a trial llama for this. I mean, I kind of thought that I was going to be third person. I was going to be running around and she'd be standing there. But this is just like the regular event. I actually am going to take this guy out of there. Maybe like that. Oh my gosh, hi! That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, that's actually pretty okay as it is right now. I didn't mean to take that photo. That photo. I didn't mean to take that photo. There we go. Okay. Oh, and then she has the deer one. The deer. Cute. Oh, look at that. That's adorable. Very nice. We visited two friends who could not be more different. One, the Moonchanter Llama, still as the moonlight itself, whose gentle words calm hearts. The other, the whiz kid I know. I hadn't visited her yet, always brimming with fascinating new ideas. When with her little robots, her eyes sparkle with childlike innocence. I wonder why. Oh my gosh, she's over at Knuckle Duckle.
Never mind. Let them do as they please.
What could the children be up to? Is there a child over here that I can recruit to turn into an operative for the Fatui? No, Arlecchino, please! Let her have a normal childhood! It's you, Conry. And Paimon, too. Well, what's up? Need my genius for some super hyper mega commission? I'll tell you what. I'll give you a 20% friend discount on my services. Just bring me snacks. Oh, yeah, and keep that a secret from Enefa. We're just looking around, no big deal. Then this is the rightest spot of them all. My craftsmanship is at 110% shiny awesome sauce by mass. You won't find better anywhere else. Bet you bottom Mora. Just watch your step, or one component or another might send you face planting and stuff. So the robot looks pretty unique. Is one of yours? What do you think? Knuckle Duckle, this one's called. Designed it to sort trash and to sort trash? This thing hits like a dump truck. Or not a dump truck, but I guess that may be a dump truck. You've been run over by a dump truck before? It hurts. I speak from experience. Not really. Let me take a sip of coffee. I need to. I'm fine. What are you worried about? Designed it to sort trash and scrap metal. But I built it too tough, and its cantilever's mega agile. So I thought, why not give it a super duper defenses to match? That way, it'll turn baddies fixing to sneaky beaky into my craft shop into non-recyclable garbage easy. That's not okay, I know. Some of that non-recyclable garbage is organic material. Your ideas are wild as ever, huh? What a way of phrasing that. Turn literal treasure hoarders into, quote, non-recyclable garbage. Since the opportunity is presenting itself, could we take a picture of you? Me? With Knuckle Duckle? Well, people are usually into my inventions. Don't get photos of me taken nearly as often. Are usually into my inventions. Don't get photos of me taken nearly as often. But if you want to catch this whiz kid at her bestest unbeatable battle bot in action using your camera, you can totally do that. I don't usually take photos of myself, so I don't know much about looking cool and stuff. Not sure the pictures are gonna come out okay, you know? I'll just be yourself. I'll make sure to hit the shutter button when you're at your best. Nice. Aw, you then. Make sure to catch Knuckle Duckle at its awesomest too. Kerplunk! Look, the arrow is pointing at her. The secret 10th Harbinger. Ooh, 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 ooh. She has a really cute one with this one. Okay, that wasn't exactly... Caught her looking a little sleepy there. I've wanted to be able to command the idle animations for a long time. Boop. There, that's better. Cute. Actually, we'll save that one. Kerplunk!
In Nodcry, new and old are visibly intertwined everywhere you look. On Hisi Island, the Moon Maiden's statue quietly defends the light inextinguishable, while in the clink clank Krumkake craft shop, the giant mechanical arms move tirelessly, displaying the might characteristic of our present age.
Take a picture of the idol of the new moon's hand cupping the sanctum's light. Cute. Oh my gosh, Luna, hello. Another month over already. Another star goes out indeed. Thank you, Luna. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, I guess we're at the right location right here. There we go. Okay. 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 Okay.
The Moon Maiden's light.
Yes, Father is getting a rerun. I probably am going to be skipping Nefer, and I likely may try to get Arlecchino's C1. First 5-star, I'll actually try to grab a constellation for. Not that she needs more strength, but she could always use more strength. Take a picture of a mechanical arm at work. And Inefa has an anecdote here. Can I just take a picture of Inefa? Ah! That's a huge mechanical arm. Paimon is strong enough to lift anything. And anyone. She just happens to be on the arm when we're... There you go. Here.
Save me.
Yes, 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 yes. I'm a genius. Where's the next one? Take a picture of Versa! Hey!
Unexpected meetings often occur during travels. Natlan's Veressa is as bright a figure as the sun that shines upon her homeland, and her enthusiasm is infectious, while Dori, a great merchant from Sumeru, continues to search for new business opportunities, even as she enjoys her holiday.
There's an Inefa anecdote in the craft shop? Hey, she's charging. That's terrifying. Makes him seem so malicious. Wait, hang on. Two I-Knows waiting to command there.
Almost there. That should do it. Once Inefa wakes up, I'm treating myself to 3 whole slices of cake.
That seems like something you should do before Inefa wakes up, because I don't think she'd be okay with that. I know. What's wrong with Inefa? Have I commented on how cute this robot is? It's legitimately become one of my favorite character designs, from head to toe.
Oh, hey! Are you here to play? Sorry, but I'm busy right now. Just give me a bit. I'll be done soon. Inefa's fine, by the way. Just undergoing some routine maintenance. But a few days ago, Yehoda called her an unfunny, dum-dum, metal-faced lunkhead. Right before starting her maintenance, she asked me if I could upgrade her sense of humor.
Inefa's fine as she is. Humor or... No, that'd be really funny to hear her just, like, cracking jokes, though. You're such an attentive parent, I know.
Well, of course. Why, I'm Queen Parent of Parenthood Kingdom.
Alright, let's not get carried away.
Okay, I'm going to activate her. Inefa, wake up. Time to get out of bed.
Good morning, Aino. Good morning, Traveler. Aino, have you managed to upgrade my sense of humor?
Duh. Such a trivial task is nothing to a genius like me. Now, time to do some testing to see if the upgrades resulted in any hiccups. Inefa, can you add more sugar to my crumb cakes? Please respond to me in a way that is humorous.
She's talking to her like Chat GPT. Please respond in a way that is humorous.
I cannot. The more sugar I put into a crumb cake, the less sugar the crumb cake will have.
Come again. My cyno senses are tingling.
What?
The more sugar I put into a crumb cake, the more prone Aino will be to toothaches. The more toothaches she has, the less sugar she can consume. The less sugar she can consume, the less sugar I can add to the crumb cakes.
She's following her, stomping after her like the T-1000.
Therefore, the more sugar I put into a crumb cake, the less sugar the crumb cake will have.
What? Yeah, that's not a meme template. I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Help me with another test, will ya?
If you add a lot of sugar to the crumb cakes and make Aino eat sweet things, what'll happen if the situation stays bad for a while?
If it stays bad for a while, the traveler will crack a smile.
I'll what now?
What?
If this sense of humor is your speed, I guess you can say she now... If this sense of humor is your speed, I guess you can say she now has one.
You are not laughing, so I suspect I was not understood. Actually, the first joke I told used a deliberately flawed chain of logic. After confusing the relative relationships between krumkakes, sugar, Aino, and Aino's dental health, I drew a ridiculous conclusion. That the more sugar I put into a krumkake, the less sugar the krumkake will have. For the second joke, I used a rhyme scheme between the similar sounding phrases, bad for a while and crack a smile, to express humor.
Okay, well, the jokes are funny, but the punchlines don't work if they aren't explained.
Yes. However, according to my database queries, such statements are considered humorous due to their chaotic structure and lack of direct causal relationships.
Chaotic is right.
Such chaotic sentences serve as a form of guidepost, while the humor lies in the explanation that follows.
Oh. Huh. Interesting. Enough. Write some of these chaotic jokes down. We'll get Yehoda to be our guinea pig. Traveler, why are you covering your face? You got a toothache? Have you gone on a sugar binge too?
Oh, I'm tired.
Huh? What's wrong? Don't tell me you're getting sick or something. Enough. Go make him something warm.
I read that as Inefa go make him warm, and I envisioned a flamethrower appearing out of her arm.
Understood. Maybe he ate too many hara fruit, a type of plant from Sumeru.
Huh? What do those have to do with any of this?
Please don't ask.
Because eating them can make you feel horrifyingly cold.
Goodbye. Oh, did you hear the Did you hear the sound effect? Oh boy. Oh dear. I know.
Hey! Wow, this update was a great idea. Give me another joke, Nefa.
Of course. Please give me a moment. Since there is no fixed formula for generating jokes like these, I will need to reorganize the relevant keywords.
Don't look at me. She just looks right at me. Okay, thank you for that, Inefa. Bro. What was your source material when you did that update? She was just like, I'm just gonna download. I'm just gonna, hey, it's Verissa in, I forgot that we were meeting Verissa, and she's in Nodcry right now. Sup, bro? Connery? Paimon? Oh, what are the chances? I heard you'd gone to Nodcry, but I didn't think we'd meet up again. I didn't think we'd meet up again so soon. Yeah, Paimon thought she was seeing things too. Why are you so far from home, Verissa? Are you traveling as well? You could say that. I'm here to buy a batch of agricultural machinery for our orchard. Dad says that Nodcry's got some good stuff that can make our fruit grow better and save me some effort. You know, so I'll have more time to sleep. And work out, of course. And when I got here, I found so much delicious stuff you can't find in Natlan. So apart from official business, I've been spending most of my time feasting. Honestly, now that it's almost time to leave, I don't quite want to. So I'm gonna walk around while I still can. I'll try everything I haven't tried and see everything I haven't seen yet. What about you? Let me guess. Our hero Connery is out defending justice in a new land, am I right? We're just looking around for the moment and looking for some photo op material while we're at it. Oh, I get that too. Getting to a new place means having loads of new stuff to see. Just makes you want to get it all on camera, doesn't it? Speaking of which, I should have been taking more photos of the awesome grub I've been having too. That way, I might be able to get Uncle Atoli to recreate those dishes via the pictures once I'm back home. And who knows, a career in food photography might await you. You think so? Me, a food photographer. That sounds awesome, to be honest. Coming into contact with great food every day, then taking pictures of them at their best and most mouth-watering. But before you go take pictures of delicious food, can we take a picture of you? That sounded like Ether was about to dive into an ad read. But before we start that, let me take a quick second to thank our sponsor. You want to take a picture of me? You really wanna? Hang on, my hair's not all messy, is it? Do I still have sauce around my mouth? Oh, if I knew I'd meet you here, I'd have put on some accessories I bought at the market yesterday. You're great as is. Your happy face is more than good enough for a photo. Okay, I'll leave it up to you then.
You ought to stand down.
Oh! Such a hassle. In the middle of her pose, too.
Seen before.
Oh my gosh! Ah! Ah! Look at her. I can't remember what her idols are. Oh, she has the orb too. Oh, you're right. You can parse it. That's perfect.
Unexpected meetings often occur during travels. Natlan's Varessa is as bright a figure as the sun that shines upon her homeland, and her enthusiasm is infectious, while Dory, a great merchant from Sumeru, continues to search for new business opportunities, even as she enjoys her...
Oh, we already read that. I didn't realize until the very last part of it. And Dory is over here. Oh wait, you're still here to talk to. Or maybe not. Got any ideas on how to do the shoot?
We just did.
Is Varessa also a new model as well? You're also a Natlan model though. You're also a Natlan character, I mean.
What they do this?
She is, cause she's like quite a bit shorter than the rest of the medium females. Where's Yenfei? Where's my tank Fei?
Next time, be sure to...
Yeah, she's like the same height as Yenfei. Not an easy goal to achieve. Because Skirk is a new model. Mawika is also a new model. Who is in this? Seed Lolly.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Never.
Dory is over here. What are you doing over here? Is Emily actually tall though? Because she looks tall, but I think it's just her dress. I always think that she's a tall model when she's a medium model. Oh me, oh my, if it isn't Conry and Paimon. Fancy meeting you here. My luck must be turning, I just know it. Dory, what are you doing here all alone? Planning to set up shop? Don't see you carrying any goods, though. Ah, my sincerest apologies. But the renowned traveling merchant Dory is taking the day off. You can say I'm taking a page out of the locals' books and enjoying a normal, carefree day, taking a normal, carefree walk, as normal, carefree humans do, with their normal, carefree human legs. In this Elysium we call Nodcry. Seriously? You're not busy making Mora? Huh. Next you'll say it's been raining all year in the desert. I'll tell you what, even if I myself take a break, my assiduous, adept employees are still constantly growing our revenue streams, so there's nothing to worry about. So long as the account numbers go up, of course. Speaking of that, might you two be having some trouble? I might be on vacation, but far be it from me to reject any business that comes knocking at my door. Just looking around. Ah, so you're here to take pictures of Nagcry's scenery, hmm? I got drunk for a second, but I'm back now. Well then, you've come to the right Why am I so fucking unhinged today? You've come to the right person. I know this place like the back of my hand. Not quite as well as the locals, of course, but if it's recommendations you need, I have them right here. And since we're friends, I'll personally serve as your guide, with a hefty discount to boot. So, how does 500,000 mora a day sound? Hmm? That's story for you. Excuse me. Never a few phrases away from helping yourself to the more in our pockets. Oh, no. I'm doing this so that you, my dear value customers, can have a lovely, wonderful, unforgettable time here in Nodcry. If you're so passionate about helping us out, could we take a picture of you? An interesting idea to be sure. But mind you, such photos can't be used in for-profit advertisements. The rights to my likeness are most valuable, I'll have you know. Oh, don't worry. It's just a photo of an old friend. You know, for old time's sake. Ah, of course. Since it's you who've requested this personally, Connery, I'll make an exception. Just one. And make sure I look splendid. That's all I ask. Let me think. How's Dory, Lord Sangama, how do you pronounce that again? Sangama Bay and her paradise vacation sound for a caption. Brilliant, no? When I did her trial, I was like, I genuinely have no idea how to even work this character's kit. I don't even know what she does. I never really took the... I never really cared to take the time to figure it out. Whoa, with Ochkanatla in the background. Ochkanatla in the background is always such a photogenic, photogenic.
Ta-da! No! Oh, fine.
It's fine. Ba-doop. Ba-boop. Unlocks after 8 hours. Ooh, interesting. Exit potato mode. AKA, not really sure where that was going, but picturesque is a good way to put it. Yeah, Naima, thank you for the first time chat. Welcome. Let me stop navigating to that. Okay, now I can go claim daily commissions. I do still need to make some resin because I think more than bosses. Oh no! Wait. Okay. I re-welcomed Wifey, who's going to be pulling on maybe Never and definitely Zhongli. And I also dolphined myself again. So what, now what should I throw into myself? So all of these are crit rate weapons, aren't they? I hear Deathmatch is a good one. And it's crit rate as well. That might be good on, what's her dick? Sorry. That was unnecessarily crass. That just flew out of my mouth. Where's Rosaria? That might be good on Rosaria, who's often on this team. Fjords? What's fjords? Fjords. Where there are these three different elemental types, EM would be increased by 120. Interesting. Who's that good on? Because I have the Nodcry craftable. If we're able to pull a Flynn's. Deathmatch seems like a pretty good one in general. Crit rate substat weapons are always helpful. Jade. Oh, it's a sacrificial. Wait. When not on the field for more than 5 seconds, max able to be by 32%, and EM will be increased by 40. Huh. That... The EM is weird, but increasing max HP by 32% when off-field sounds like a good Barbara type of weapon. Who else is a catalyst user that goes off of HP? Mualani, but she doesn't spend a lot of time off-field. It's actually especially for Mualani. Huh. I guess if you quick swap her in, if you do what she, if you use her for what she needs to do within that 10 seconds. Maybe deathmatch? What is talking stick? I don't need any more claymores, honestly. Probably deathmatch for my Rosaria. Rosaria has become the second cryo unit in my... And she's still got that 3-star one. Here's the question, though. At level 90, will the deathmatch have a higher crit rate than 23? Because that's really what I care about, is giving her a ton of crit rate for her passive to feed Arlecchino crit rate. It will? Okay. Probably deathmatch then. 36.8. Okay, that's pretty huge. Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
What are these, by the way? These floating little things.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Dispatch characters.
Everyone go back out.
Okay, holy, I got a lot of these things. Tons of spin crystals. Rosaria? That's what I thought. I don't know why. It's very obvious now that I know, but if you guys hadn't told me, I don't think I would have recognized that she shares a VA with Evelyn Chevalier. Evelyn Chalet. I think probably deathmatch. What other polearms do I have? And are there any polearm users who are really hurting for a polearm? Not really. Yeah, everyone's pretty good on polearms, actually. I have a lot that aren't even being used. Like, I have a lot that aren't even being used. But that would be really good on Rosaria, who has become the second cryo slot in Arle's team. But if I'm really getting meta with it, though, I actually think that Shilonin for the shred
Is it time to go?
is a little bit better for getting the maximum damage out of her. Because see, Lali can provide enough cryo on the field between her skill and her burst for Arle to melt with. And having that shred from Shilonin is pretty good. Also a VV Kazuha, assuming he has Iron Sting instead of the Ishin.
Make sure to keep up.
How many more days we got on that? I might still sleep on that. Just in case. Honestly, it would not go amiss to have another Serpent Spine. Give Malwika one Serpent Spine and give Navia the other one, but that seems a little bit redundant. Because I'm always trading weapons back and forth with them, but I guess I never really run them both at the same time, so. Solar Pearl. I don't know who I have that would be good on. You know what? I'm gonna do Deathmatch, actually. That's a good weapon just in general. And I will eventually give that to Brozaria. How's it look on you? Oh, that looks really good on her, too. I'm always a fan of weapons that look good on characters. The Dragon's Bane almost looks better than the like if you're DPSing Raiden, the catch is good for her. The coloration on it almost doesn't look as good as the Dragon's Bane, because the Dragon's Bane is like, it's a more vivid red, but it kind of matches the bow and her ropes, her red ropes. A's got red ropes. All right, what else are we doing? I want to do Farazan's Hangout, but before we do that, we have 13 wishes to go try and grab our Flins. The more this banner goes on, the more I'm really, really wanting a Flins. The longer we go, the more I would like to obtain a Flins. Ow. The frick? Oh! What pity are we at right now? Are we above, are we into soft pity, or are we just before soft pity? I know we're above 60. Actually, I think we're above 70, aren't we? Excuse me. That's standard banner, the frick. It's like Skyward Harp, what the hell? Look. Thank you. Skyward Harp, the frick. Okay, there's 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71. Okay, so we've got 13. We can buy even more as well. I think I might want to single roll. I don't know. Flynn's has never been a super priority. Not like Varka, Alice, and Bina. Those are the three 5 stars that I'm really, really looking forward to. So, doopity doop. Should I just blow the, not blow, but you know what? Yeah, let's 10 pull. I was gonna, like, I don't think I'm lucky enough to get a double 5. Barca. Got a point. But that dude's chest is huge. Have you seen like his shoulders and? Anyways, okay, we have 10, and I was also going to. So the reason I checked pity is because we've gotten relatively high up in pity here. He's been kind of evading us, and I have a little spot that I made in my teapot to show you. It's, as I often say, Electro waifu supremacy, and with now with Flynn's arriving on banner, we have a new Electro waifu to add to the collection potentially. So I made a little Electro waifu area because some of my favorite characters, Beto, Raiden, Cloran, some of my favorite characters are Electro. So I made a little Electro world. A little like training hall back here. Power plant. So he's been evading us a little bit. Maybe he didn't like the pole location. Maybe he didn't like Maybe he didn't like the roster that we had as the welcoming party. So, let me grab my 3 trusty Electros to try to summon another trusty Electro. If we are able to grab a Flynn's, I fully anticipate that he's going to replace Raiden as my Electro DPS, because Raiden's been in EM mode for such a long time. Holy sh!
I am Kiro Trudemirovich Flynn's. It is considered good etiquette to give my full name when greeting important guests.
Bro!
Leaves you wondering what to call me on a day-to-day basis.
How about just Flynn's? How about handsome man?
In the past, I was customarily addressed as Trudemirovich by most.
Trudemirovich.
But for simplicity's sake, you can just call me Flynn. That's my surname.
Bro! Huge! Huge! Oh! Ignore that. I've been so in the like the more that we went through Flynn's banner, the more I was like, dude, I've needed an Electro DPS for a long time. All of my Electros, I don't need one of those, but she's like, I heard there's an Electro party. Huge, 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 huge. Why didn't he immediately climb into my team? Huge. Holy.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
Why does the beginner's protector look really good on him? It's got like a kind of like a dark navy blue on the shaft, and the silver pommel, and that's not called a pommel. What's just the base of the spear? Why does that actually look unironically good on him? Oh, because Teapot is I always forget that Teapot dumps you instantaneously into co-op. Sir, I even built you a spear. That looks okay on him, but it's going to function very well for him. C2 Dory, which I will definitely use. Oh, hi. He's resting in his Pokeball. Huge. Excuse me. Huge. 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 I kind of went farming for Gladiator and Severed Fate. Why? I went farming for so many artifacts for you. Do I really have no other like attack, and crit damage is what it's like selecting for him. What am I gonna want for him? Rate damage? What does he scale on? My go-to is just rate and then damage. I guess I'll just put that on him because that's what I have. Electro Goblet. I don't know that I have an Electro Goblet. Even with all these artifacts, I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of options for things. I'll obviously be like making an actual set for him, but Oh, no, Electro attack is better than Electro. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, and he doesn't scale anything, just wants attack. Why does that feel like really good scaling for a polearm user at level 1? Oh, because lunar charge. So electro isn't going to matter because of lunar charge. You're right. Yeah, electro charge damage doesn't affect lunar charge damage. And that's like 90% of his damage. Very true. Similar to Llama with lunar bloom. Huge.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry.
I hate wasting almost a full... It wastes almost an entire one of these books.
Sure to
Here.
drag him into the darkness.
I have enough realm currency to buy a 10-pack of the 1-star books.
This realm.
Ah, this realm, I swear. I swear, Sonny. Wow, I was already at 4? Realm Depot. Okay, just one of those. 60, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. What furnishings was I making? Ah. This wasn't locked. How convenient.
If you ever...
There have been some minor changes to Teapot. So this has pretty much stayed all the same, except for... I don't know where to put this guy. So it's just sitting right here. Priorities are attack, crit rate, and damage. Minor stats being attack percent, crit damage rate, and EM. Okay. That's a pretty simple build. I don't know where to put this little nugget. Wah! But all of this is still pretty much the same. I'm obviously red on load limit because there's a lot of walls and these things in here. But I'm cool with that. This is how this garden is going to stay. And then I'm going to make another garden over here that's going to be full of a lot more... it's going to have a little bit more plant life and stuff. And also, it's going to feature some Nodcry stuff as well. I finally, after months, lined up the vineyards. They had just been scattered all over the place. The fishing association over here. This fish isn't near as scary and horrible as the other one because it's not as big. Electro. Also, guys, my Electro waifu corner worked. Clearly, pulling rituals work, obviously. That's why we were able to pull Farina at the Amrita pool. Obviously, it works. Actually, there's gonna be like plants and stuff here all around. And, nothing changed here. And that's it. Tea pit. Is that... Should I say what I was about to say? What do you think? The tea pit, is that... Anyways. Okay, who is gonna be good for him?
A pleasure to fight by your side.
Is Aino good for him? Obviously because of, honestly, Lunar Charged and Ascendant Gleam.
Aino? Present!
T-Pit, is that the place where Yelan and Evelyn hang out? What? Who said that? Crazy. EM Raiden? Whenever I need Electro for doing reactions, it's always Shinobu. It's because she works so good. And she's a healer. Maybe I just put Raiden in here for variety?
Stay close and you will live.
Stay far and you will die. And then who else? Because, like,
Who's our target this time?
it'd be so easy for me to just throw this team in there, because... Oh, the suck. Right. Sucrose is,
I want to help.
My Sucrose. Also, have you guys seen this video? Let me find it. Hang on, this is important. This is important. I'm sure you guys have seen this. It was like 2 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. Wait. Hang on. Sorry, this is important. This is important. I promise. Why is this site muted? Unmute site. If you're not following, I'm not subscribed to, okay. Make sure you check. YouTube does this weird thing where they'll unsubscribe you randomly from channels. It's happened quite a few times with me. Make sure you're still subbed. I hate when it does that. Anyways. Nep nep. Was that a Windbloom reference? Oh, when they interacted for the first time. Okay. This will give me a reason to build my Sucrose as well. I love this character. She's like one of, if not my favorite Mondstadt character. But she hasn't been relevant in teams for a while. For me. I just haven't needed to use her. You have 7,000 HP, my homie. Sack Frag is actually good on her, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I have an R3 and 2 R1s? Where have we gotten so many of those things? I also think I have plenty of, obviously plenty of 3-star weapons and stuff. Oh, I don't have any of these? Any of these? What do you want? Sky's Unveiling, why? Oh, because the 2-piece is EM. Excuse me. The 2-piece of that is EM, and then the 2-piece of, okay, EM and ER. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why is it putting that on her? How about I just put Kazuha's artifacts on her for right now? Because Kazuha has a 4-piece of VV and 3 EM main stats on those. VV. Is the quick slot function at all? Why does it feel like these days, why does it feel like it used to be pretty good at grabbing a decent set for characters? Why does it feel like it's grabbing such weird artifact sets for people? Why is attack percentage and animo damage? Who were you? You were the holding tank for someone. That's why you have attack percentage as the thing you're sorting by. But who were you the holding tank for? Oh, Kazu has Circlet as an off piece? That's surprising. All right, yeah. 4 5-star EM main stat variables, and then a 4-piece of VV. I like that. Grabbing Hitas for right now. It's really not bad, just like the artifact sets, and it just takes generally better ones. That's fair. I still don't have a very good spread of artifacts just in general. Okay, whole point was grabbing one more of those, so I'm not wasting 4,800. I love that idol as animation as well. Okay, He needs wheels, drive shafts, and frost lamp flowers. I think I'm pretty good on that. It's just I'm just gonna be short on EXP books and the little crystals. I cannot make any of those. Also, I only have that many of stamping dies. People.
Ought not be so frightened.
Bro, I got my flins.
I was somewhat prepared to leave him at the table, actually. However, we would have, if we hadn't pulled him, we would have had all next banner to save up, because I'm not pulling on Nefer. I think I made the decision, I'm not pulling on Nefer. I think during this past hour and 20 minutes of stream, I think I made the decision I'm not pulling on Nefer. Unless she plays just crazy in her demo. Hangouts. Farazan. How has it been this long and I have never met Farazan? Never did any of her hangouts. A mysterious senior? This was a using Jean as an on-field. Who should I grab for this hangout?
I'll ensure your safety.
I'll ensure. You know what? I'm just gonna grab the Kale team. Oh, Party's DI. Over here. Also, if we have time, I'd also like to do another run of Layla's hangouts. And the hangouts usually don't take that long, though. And I also need to fight Ajdaha and Arle. Because all I'm missing is one more scale to get Yelan's dice up to level 9. And again, because she clearly needs it, I just need, oh wait, I don't need, oh no, it wasn't that. Okay, I do need to run the order domain for her. And see, it was you need one more of Arlecchino's earrings. And then I can crown that. Like 1.7 million is not enough to do all 3 of that. But I think the priority will probably be, well, it'll depend on which boss drop I can get. But yeah, Citlali is ready to be crowned. Yelan is ready for her skill to be level 9. And Arlecchino is ready for her skill to be... Obviously, the priority is Arlecchino's normal attack. If you were to choose on which one to take to 9 first, would it be her skill or her burst? Her skill, right? Madam Farazan!
Even though most of the academia's restrictions have significantly relaxed, I'm still a bit worried that the Matra might give her trouble. I need to stay here to keep an eye on the situation. Kale, can you head to Sumeru City and find out why she isn't here yet?
It's like he knows that I'm playing as Kale right now.
Does it have to be me?
I'd only assign a job this important to someone I trust. Are you not feeling well?
Oh no, I'm fine. I've completely recovered. It's just that if I'm going to see her, I think I need to mentally prepare myself first.
I know. You'll have a tough time if you go by yourself. If we could arrange for someone to accompany you.
Had this come out like right after the Sumeru AQ, or because Kale said that she's recovered, or was this after the initial Act 1 thing that happened to her? In a predicament, I see. Right after, okay. In a predicament, I see.
Oh, hey there!
It's been a while. What a coincidence. I was just thinking about asking you to accompany Kale to Sumeru City.
Why'd you think of me?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just that this matter concerns research banned by the academia. Not the sort of thing you'd shout from the rooftops. Also, you happen to know about this situation. There are very few people I can trust to be discreet right now. After giving it much thought, I believe you're the most suitable person for this task.
Research banned by the academia, and something that I know about.
It's complicated, and this isn't the best place to talk about it. We'll fill you in on the details once she arrives.
Who's she?
You might have heard about her in Sumeru before. Her name is Farazan, and she's a very experienced senior researcher.
When you say very experienced...
Let's just say that a huge part of Kasharawar's mechanical research over the past 100 years has used her academic discourse and manuscripts as their foundation.
Oh, she's like a Seat Lolly. Huh. 100 years? Is she human?
She is, but she vanished for 100 years because of a certain incident. She only returned to the academia after being found in the wilderness a few years ago.
What the fuck? What?
Because of that, her current personality can be a bit, strange, as is her attitude towards Kale.
I'm getting a headache just thinking about it.
She doesn't have bad intentions, so you don't have to be scared.
I'll try.
Do we really have to invite her here?
Yes. Kasharawar and Spontamod researchers are often quite prejudiced, so I can't trust them with this matter. However, Farazan isn't influenced by modern thinking. In our previous correspondence through letters, she indicated that she'd be willing to help. It's already past our arranged meeting time, but she still hasn't shown up.
Did she get caught up by the academia?
I don't think so. With her personality, it's more likely that she got wrapped up in some sort of trouble. Anyway, can you go with Kale to the academia and check on Farazan for me?
Sure thing.
Thank goodness. I was so anxious.
I'm counting on you two. Kale, don't push yourself too hard. Just go there and see what's going on. Our task is important, but not that urgent. If Farazan really is in some trouble, come back and tell me about it. We can always reschedule our meeting. After all, if she's distracted by other things, it'll affect her ability to help us.
All right, let's go.
I am so unreasonably happy that Kale is going to be not unreasonably. I am so happy that Kale is going to be a relevant part of the even just like the small side parts of the next patch. And she's like heading up something as well. She's got responsibilities and she's come out of her shell.
Oh yes, and one more thing. You might find her difficult to get along with at first. However, if you address her as Madam, she'll become much easier to talk to.
What if I address her as Madame Farazan? What if I address her as Madame Niruzan? Get it? Niruzan? Farazan? Near, far, wherever you are is on.
Sorry, what did you say? Oh, could you repeat yourself? As you know, I'm sure. Hearing goes with age.
I hear everything.
Farazan, I said that you need to give us an answer.
Yes. And did you forget to add Madam when you addressed me earlier?
Your hearing is perfectly fine. Madam Farazan, we don't want to make things difficult for you. However, you haven't been teaching courses or supervising theses these past few years. Isn't this rather problematic as an advisor? Never mind the students, even other advisors are starting to complain.
And who, if I may ask, complained? If they have any issue with me, tell them to talk to me themselves rather than waste any of your time.
Immediately, she gives, or maybe rather because Farazan came first, see, Lolly gives Farazan vibes.
You don't have to tell me anything. I very well know that it's those people from Haravatat. How I wish they'd put their time into doing proper research instead.
But, Madame Farazan, it has been a long while since you last made any practical academic contribution yourself.
Roasted.
Academic contribution cannot simply be divided between the tangible and the intangible. The issue here, I believe, is that the reviewer doesn't understand the very nature of knowledge itself. In any case, it makes no sense to use a metric like this to evaluate a mentor. Which sage set this rule anyway? I should write a letter of complaint right this instant.
Wait! Madame Farazan, please let me finish.
That's her, all right. But the person with her doesn't look like a Matra.
She looks so young.
Shh! She hates it when people call her young! Her body apparently stopped aging during the year she was gone. So that's why she looks the same as she did 100 years ago.
So she disappeared for 100 years?
Okay, I think I'm ready for this. Let's go!
Anyway, Akara Crafts and the leader of Kasharawar would like to invite you to collaborate on this project. They're wondering if you'd be interested. Madame Farazan? Are you listening?
She's asleep.
Mm-hmm. Kale! Why are you here at the academia? Are you feeling better now?
I'm much better, Madame Farazan. It's all thanks to the Traveler and the Dendro Archon.
Have you been sleeping well? You seem to be developing some eye bags. Is that brat Tainari forcing you to stay up late again?
Tainari brat!
No, it's because I'm a slow learner. It's not Master's fault.
It's good to be hardworking, but you need to take care of your health. I'll have to give Tainari a right talking to when I see him. I'll also prepare some health supplements for you.
There's really no need.
Ah, and is the person beside you the legendary Traveler?
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Madam Royalty-Free Miku.
Oh, I've heard much about you before. In fact, I've been meaning to meet you for a while now.
Not copyright infringing Miku.
It is thanks to you, after all, that the academia is finally getting back on its feet. Even Kali's illness is...
Ahem. Madame Farazan, I believe we were still discussing the collaboration with Akara Crafts.
I'd wager it's those Kasharawar dunderheads finding excuses so that I go to their darshan. Say no more. I have no plans to change my field of research.
If you're this unwilling to participate in the collaborative project, you can also consider teaching a class. It might be difficult to teach a course with topics that only fall within Haravatat's subjects, but we can't delay this anymore. You need to give an answer. You can teach a course or participate in a collaborative project. If you don't do either, it'll be hard for me to persuade the advisors and students who have been complaining.
Seems to have nothing to do with Tainari's request.
Could you not give me a few more days to consider? This matter has been delayed for so long already.
That's precisely the issue. If you don't give an answer today, I fear that someone will soon escalate their complaints to the sages.
What a waste of free time these folks are. Now you two are here at Tainari's behest, I take it. I'm sorry, but given the current situation, it looks like I'll have to come over some other day.
Kale seems like she wants to say something. Please give me a moment with Kale.
Of course. I shall need some time to think as well.
What now? She seems so busy. Master said there's no rush, but I know that he's been busy working on something at Pardis DI, so he hasn't returned to Gandharvaville for several days now. I feel for Madame Farazan, but I still want to ask her to come with us. But if I get her in trouble with the academia, then she won't have the time to help Master. What should I do? Oh, this is such a headache.
Let's help her resolve her current problem first.
Yeah, that would be the best for them both. I'll check with later and see if there's anything I can help him with. But I'm sure he'll say, the best thing you can do now is study hard, so I don't have to give you remedial lessons.
Good Tainari impression. I can stay and help Farazan.
Huh? Oh yes. This way she can get her problem sorted out quickly, and then she can go see Master. So if I also stay and help, that still sounds kinda scary.
You don't have to force yourself. Let's observe the situation first.
Okay then. I'm counting on you.
I have to teach students from Haravatat, or owe Kasharawar a favor. It strikes me that they might be even less happy about such a deal than I am.
I think I can sympathize with them.
We're back, Madame Farazan. The Traveler said that he can stay and help you.
Oh, why I couldn't ask for more. In fact, I'm rather curious about the type of person the Traveler is. You were the one who taught Azara a lesson after all.
In a matter of speaking.
That said, will I be troubling you?
No trouble. I specialize in solving problems.
Is that so? Good. It does so happen that I do have something I need help with. Now, should I apply to teach a course with Haravatat, or join the collaborative project that Kasharawar is proposing? Honestly, I don't want to choose either of them.
Well, let's see about this collaborative project.
I don't know if Tainari's told you about this before, but while my research involves learning about ruins and the mechanisms within them, I don't belong to Kasharawar, which specializes in researching mechanisms, nor am I in Spontamod, which specializes in researching energy flow. Instead, I'm part of Haravatat, which specializes in languages and scripts.
He only said that you're a very senior researcher in the field of mechanisms. He called you old.
She has been invited to Kasharawar multiple times to continue her research, but she's rejected them each time.
Just listen to how they introduce themselves. In the future, Kasharawar will be the only Darshan with the ability to research mechanisms. There's no such thing as exclusivity in knowledge. Besides, the current Kasharawar is more concerned about how mechanisms can be used in everyday life, while my research involves textual analysis of ruins. If they're trying to use the collaborative project as an excuse to have me reconsider again...
No, that's not it. The request this time is from Akara Crafts. The representative of Kasharawar recommended you to them, Madame Farazan. In truth, she told me that it's because she respects you a lot.
Man, Sumeru is so good. Still, like, it hasn't been years for me like it has been for you guys, but Sumeru feels like it was a while ago because we've done so much in the meantime, and this fucking song still feels like it hits just as hard.
Oh, respect? Oh my. Putting aside my ideological differences with Kasharawar, I suppose I must acknowledge this attitude of theirs. At the very least, they're bounds above those decrepit Haravatat fools.
Wouldn't hurt to hear them out.
Yeah, Akara Crafts is a pretty nice shop.
Well, since both of you feel as such, I shall first hear this proposal.
In summary, Akara Crafts wants to design a series of early learning toys that will cultivate curiosity and learning in children.
Early learning toys. Interesting.
They consulted Klee and Aino for...
The academia agreed to work with them because they hope that these toys can help children become excellent researchers in the future.
They consulted Klee and Aino.
True. The current academia is in need of some new blood. If the children start learning now, perhaps I can find some talented students in a few years.
Madame Farazan, you still haven't found any students?
Anise, Kasharawar's representative, should be staying in the inn at Port Ormos. If you want more details, you can find her there.
Port Ormos? Now there's a place I haven't been to in a long time. I wonder how much it's changed.
Music is still dope as hell. Also, it's right over your shoulder over there.
I probably can't join you since Port Ormos is a little far from here. I should probably go back and report to Master, and then review today's homework.
No worries. Go do your homework, Kale. Once I'm done with everything here, I'll head over to Pardistii.
I can help out. I'll take you there.
Thank you. Why, I'd even call this a rare chance for a curious researcher like myself to observe the legendary traveler up close.
Archon be praised. I can finally send a report to my superiors. Thank you so much. I have no idea how we might have persuaded her otherwise.
With snacks, wait. With alcohol, wait. No, that's not. Don't do that, Connery. I don't know why I would. Maybe I just, here. A team full of hags.
What shall we do?
Who are the oldest characters in my,
Stay close and you will live.
Who are the oldest characters in my roster? Farina.
My magnificent!
It's quite.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots.
I want to see Lolly and Farina to have an interaction with Farazan. Just three spicy old ladies.
Madame Farazan! Oh, it's really you. Did you change your mind?
All right, calm down. Let me be clear. I'm still not all that interested in Ksharawar. I'm just here to see how the project is going. After all, you are here as representatives of the academia in this collaboration. The reputation of all research is at stake here, so I will not simply stand by should mistakes get made.
Either way, it's good that you were willing to come. Now, we've given Akara Crafts many ideas over the past couple of days. However, their owner thinks that our designs are too complicated, which will drive production costs too far up.
That's expected. Students who have never had to deal with budgetary constraints probably don't understand how important it is to keep costs low. How enviable. Oh,
By any chance, has it been very difficult for you to get funding for your research?
If you join the Ksharawar, your budget will be as big as you want it to be. I guarantee it.
That's enough. I will not repeat myself. Take me to Akara Crafts owner first, if you please.
All right. He's usually at the slope up ahead recruiting volunteers to test out his toys. Let's just head over.
I still can't get out of my brain, like, obviously not, but like that these children's toys, this is the kids in this game. It's just like, it's crossbows and daggers and like, oh, these children's toys to teach them how to fend for themselves when their family inevitably leaves.
Mamdu, the one I recommended is here.
Oh, I heard that as Manku for some reason. From the Snooze quest line.
Oh, so you're, Madame Farazan?
Yes, that's me.
Ah, wonderful. We haven't been able to make any progress on our collaboration recently. We've made many suggestions, but Miss Anis thought that those ideas were too simple and wouldn't be effective in training the mind.
These early learning toys are meant to help the academia train future researchers, after all. If they're too simple, then how are they any different from regular toys?
But if they're too complicated, not only will they be expensive to produce considering our production capabilities, but they won't have much broad appeal to Sumeru's children either.
So the design can't be too complicated, but it can't be too easy to play with either.
I have a bird. You can... Never mind. Ganyu did say that Shenyan's mechanisms were always a bit too complicated for her.
I remember that in your notes, many contraptions have managed to fulfill complex functions despite using simple parts. Maybe we can do something similar with these early learning toys.
The contraptions in my notes? I didn't create those. I simply took the contraptions in the ruins apart and analyzed them. But now that you mention it, the ruins did have things like that. Do you have a pen, paper, and scissors? I'll make a paper prototype.
You have an idea already? I suppose I should have expected as much of a respected academia senior researcher. We do have those, yes. Please, help yourself.
Farazan starts to sketch and cut.
Oh, you're done already?
What?
Let me explain. These 3 thick lines represent 3 poles. These paper strips of varying lengths represent rings of different sizes.
Ah.
They can be slotted onto the poles and stacked up like a tower.
Well, that is easier to make than I expected. So, how is this game played?
That's very simple as well. You just need to shift the tower from this pole to another pole.
Isn't this a little too simple? Even by the standards of an early learning toy, I mean.
Of course, when moving each ring, the paper strips in this case, you must follow one rule. You can only move one ring at a time, and you can't place a bigger ring on top of a smaller one. It's like building a tower. The rings in the 3 poles must be stacked from big to small. I named this toy Pagoda Stack.
Pagoda Stack.
Pagoda Stack.
That sounds way too simple. Even I feel like it's missing something.
Give it a try and you'll find out if it's simple or not. I heard from Anis that you find volunteers to try out the toys, right? Why don't we do the same for this game?
It's such a simple toy. There's no need to...
Mamdu, let's just do as she says.
Okay, then.
Mandu gathers the nearby volunteers over, and Farazan explains the rules.
And that's how you play this game. You can all give it a try. Let's see who's able to move the tower to another pole in the smallest number of steps.
You called everyone here for such a simple toy?
Getting roasted by the 6-year-old.
It doesn't look like it'll take that many steps.
Come on, we all promised to help Mr. Mamdu test out the new toys. He said he'd give us new Genius Invocation TCG cards.
If you help the old lady, I'll give you a shiny Charizard. He's not letting that go. So they were lured in by the premise of a different toy. They were lured in by the premise of new cards.
Ugh, fine. Let's get this over and done with so we can head back and play cards.
Children start to play with the Pagoda Stack.
Done. It took me 19 steps.
Huh? It took me over 20 steps.
I only needed 18 steps.
Thought he was gonna be like, I did it in 1. I just picked all of them up and put them on 1.
Not bad. Looks like you're all familiar with the rules now. Then let's increase the difficulty. The next tower will be 5 layers tall. Now then, give it a shot.
Wait, there's more?
There's more.
Well, since we're already here, why don't we just give it a try?
An extra layer shouldn't make it that much harder, right?
What's going on? I've already moved over 30 steps, but I'm still not done yet.
I'm almost done. Looks like I'm the faster one this time.
Yeah, suck it, nerd.
Done! It took me 35 steps.
What? How?
This Pagoda Stack toy is pretty fun to play with.
Good. We'll try it one final time. This time we'll add 2 more layers, making 7 layers in total. Mamdu, we've still got quite a few paper strips here. Why don't you give this a go as well?
Do you need that many steps for something this simple? Let me try.
Madam Farazan, allow me to try it as well.
They can't do it in like...
You were looking at it quite seriously just now. Are you starting to understand the principles involved?
I think so.
If you want to test out your hypothesis, you'll just have to play and find out.
Got it.
Aw. We don't have enough paper strips left for you, traveler. However, by the looks of things, you seem to have the game figured out.
Yeah, just about.
Why don't you guess what the lowest number of steps needed to solve a 7-layer pagoda stack is?
I don't fucking... Farzan, I got like a C in basic math in high school. Let's see, which of these is divisible of 136?
What a shame. You were close. However, you did well for someone seeing pagoda stack for the first time.
Is that actually like a mathematical, like, it has to be, right? With 7 strips and 3, there would be a like an actual number of one child's play 127. Equation for the minimum number, I'm bored. Equation for the minimum number is 2 to the power of n minus 1, where, you know, the only equation I understand is torque times RPM divided by 5252 is the equation for horsepower. Torque times RPM all over 5,252. It's the only equation that I really understand.
Let's see how well they do then.
I'm not playing, like, I did horrible in like the simplest math of
Then the big one won't be able to go on top of it. Oh, this is going to take more steps than I expected.
Who was not even good at math, but who enjoyed math? Because I enjoyed certain aspects of like math and geometry and trig and that kind of stuff. I was just terrible at it. I'm so stupid with that kind of stuff. But when you put it in the context of like machining and stuff, excuse me, when you put it in the context of like machine work and engine building and stuff like that, it makes sense to me. Not Cash Fabricio. Math has no BS. 100% right or 100% wrong. That's probably why I could do math if it's not in a school setting. Yeah. Well, maybe, kind of. No, you're right. Yeah.
I've lost count of how many steps I've taken. Can I restart?
This got a lot harder.
I solved it. Madame Faruzan, it takes 127 steps in total.
That many? But there are only 7 layers.
For every extra layer in the pagoda stack, the move order you need to consider becomes much more complex, and the number of steps required will at least double.
It's economies of scale, Anise.
More accurately, it will require double the steps, plus 1 each time. You did well. You didn't underestimate the principles behind it just because it's an early learning toy.
The heavenly principles behind it?
The complexity of any given contraption isn't determined by the number of parts it has. The way the parts interact and the rules behind how it operates are important too.
Oh, I see. No wonder you emphasized in your notes that no contraption should ever be underestimated.
I see. So even a simple toy can become complex with the right set of rules.
That's right. The rules used for Pagoda Stack are the simplest kind when it comes to ancient contraption making techniques. I could spend some time picking out all those machines that do something similar and write you a reference book. Once that happens, you can give the volunteers the reference book and paper prototypes and find out which toy is the most popular.
Do you have any other toys?
Yeah, when can we play with them?
In about 2 days or so, I think. Anise, if you're free, can you help me with the illustrations for the reference book?
Of course. I'd be honored.
2 days should be enough for us to find more volunteers. Then we can organize a huge conference here, at which we can announce which toy we'll be making.
Should I come back in 2 days?
You'd be most welcome. We need more people to get a healthy range of opinions. The more, the merrier.
Thank you for coming here with me today. I'll walk back with you.
Is Madame
What the
Faruzan
fuck?
really going to mentor me? What an honor.
I walked towards him.
I'm sure she'll say helping with illustrations isn't mentoring. So, don't tell her I said that.
What if I do? Then what will you say?
No wonder she's so well respected at the academia. When I first saw her, I thought she might be unreliable because she's so young. Don't let her know I said that. Anise warned me about that before.
I have one question, Farazan. How do you, Farina, and Escoffier do this? How do you do that? Like, does that happen naturally? Do you have to use a oh wait, where is she? Do you have to use a curling iron for that?
Incoming! I'll be going then. Say hi to Tainari and Kale for me if you can. Once everything here is settled, I'll make my way over to Pardis Di as quickly as I can.
So about the Kashara War.
You want to ask why I'm unwilling to join them, yes? Putting aside the fact that they're too full of themselves, I actually have no issue with their research methodologies and approach. After all, knowledge is either right or wrong. Superiority and inferiority do not come into the conversation. All researchers are just doing their best to shed light on the unknown in their respective fields of expertise. No matter what corner of the unknown they shed light on, it's a step forward for us all.
Then why do you refuse to join them?
Because I believe wholeheartedly in that principle. Even if the others call my research useless, as long as the knowledge I gain from it is accurate, it could become useful in the future. In the end, useful and useless are concepts that shouldn't be used to evaluate knowledge.
Fair enough.
When I first started deciphering ancient documents, I didn't think about how it'd be useful to Kasharawar.
I still remember the first time I heard this song when we were just wandering around and I almost cut it off. Almost walked into the quest right before it started. You guys were like, wait, this is the song we were talking about.
That's why there's no need for me to join them to do useful research. I'd rather stay in Harabatot. It's much more convenient for me to access the materials I need for my research here. Still, the funding that Kasharawar has offered me is so hard to get in Harabatot. Perhaps if this collaborative project goes smoothly, I can even ignore Harabatot and ask for a higher budget directly from the academia.
Got any ideas for the collaborative project?
Oh, I could come up with lots of ideas. With Anise's help, 2 days will be enough for our work. However, I'm still undecided as to the style of the reference book's text and illustrations.
Try to keep it simple and fun. Accurate and detailed?
You're right. Explanations are a core part of early developments too. By using detailed and accurate illustrations, we can impart knowledge more effectively. It would also make it easier for me to recruit students. Thank you. I'll take your opinion into account. See you in 2 days.
Making friends wherever we go. Wherever we bro. Man, Farina's is legit though. Woo! Woo! Is Farina's birthday today or yesterday? It's today. Happy birthday!
Strike a pose.
No, no, no! Anyways. Right, I forgot. You guys are murderous psychopaths. Hey, Farina, is this stove giving you the business? I'll take care of it.
For the well-mannered.
Did they kill the
You'd
teeth?
like to learn the proper etiquette.
You guys put out this cooking flame, you idiots. What's she crying about the You guys made that kid cry about the cooking pot.
Oh, you're here. We're just starting to set up the venue.
We've called up everyone we possibly could have. This is going to be quite the event.
My masterpiece is going to be exhibited after all. Let's see what the academia shall say about it this time.
The grand and lively event gets underway.
To sum up, the 24 forms of pressure-based puzzle mechanisms were used in various ruins. All right, let's go to the next page. Now, I'll explain the base layer design of elemental monuments.
I feel like I'm in class. Where do you think Ether did? What do you think Ether did his residency in? Do you think Ether has his residency in anything?
Are we done yet? Oh, I'm falling asleep.
I don't understand any of it at all.
Are these really toys?
They sound a bit too dangerous to buy for children.
Have you been living under a rock? It's Tevat.
Oh.
Well, we've prepared paper prototypes for everyone. If you're interested in the mechanisms Madame Farazan's talked about, you're more than welcome to try them out.
Oh, this is no fun. Can I try another toy?
I want to go home and play Genius Invocation TCG.
Residency in belly windows.
Forget it. I don't think anyone would be interested.
Him and Tart did their residencies in belly windows.
I should go home and take care of my children.
He's okay with it, though. The launch event ends on that note.
How did this happen? Forget about getting opinions from others. No one even wanted to stay and try them out.
I'm sorry. I think we miscalculated.
I must apologize, too.
No, you simply gave suggestions. I was the one who decided to follow through. Anise, too, was only following my instructions. I will find a way to make up for this error. Please, give me some time. I'll write another reference book.
Excuse me, but are you the one who wrote this reference book?
Yes. Who are you?
Ah, you're that man mountain who was in the crowd just now.
All right, calm yourself, Mandu. Oh my, you're that pair of biceps I saw walking over.
Do I stand out that much? Well, I guess I don't look like someone who'd have anything to do with toys. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kamal, the branch master of Sumeru's Adventurers Guild.
What's the branch master doing here? Were you looking for us, or did something happen?
I came to Port Ormos to visit some old friends. On the way over, I saw the booklet you were handing out, so I came to take a look. Can you print a few more copies of this booklet and sell them to the Adventurers Guild? Also, could you make full-fledged models of those paper prototypes and sell them to us as well?
What does the Adventurers Guild want with these toys?
You may see them as toys, but to adventurers who need to deal with all sorts of machines and contraptions within ancient ruins, this booklet is a true treasure. We have many members who can't read, so books are of little use to them. What they know of handling mechanisms has been learned solely through word of mouth. Even if the academia granted public access to all their books, there are people who can't use them.
Ah, and our booklet is practically all pictures.
Well, it is designed for children.
It might be a bit too difficult for children, but it's perfect for adventurers. Also, those paper strips, you called them paper prototypes? If you can make wooden versions for demonstration purposes, even the most illiterate person would be able to follow along and understand. If we can supply a model set for each branch, and if each adventurer carries a booklet with them, then ruin exploration will become much safer.
You really think so? I mean, yes, I always knew it. Knowledge will always be needed, one way or another.
Making models of contraptions for the Adventurers Guild? To be honest, that sounds like a good avenue to explore to me.
Will there be an issue with the academia? Probably. It's the academia.
We'll probably have to send in a separate application, but it shouldn't be an issue. After all, this concerns safety during the exploration of ruins. It's a problem that the academia is actually trying to address as well.
Then let's cut to the chase and discuss the details of our first order. The amount we're offering to pay in advance is this much.
She's really cute. swooned. Knowledge is wealth. All knowledge will find its use. A mysterious senior? That was adorable. Farzan lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. And then I would like to do another round of Layla's, actually. And then I need to fight two bosses, and then we will probably end there. So give me 1 sec. BRB. There we go. Hi. Why'd I say it like that? Hi. Hello. How's everyone doing? Alright, another Layla. Another star goes out. Another Layla hangout would not go amiss. We did this one last time. Let's go all the way to the beginning. Drowsy evening star. Go to the Smackademia. I don't think we watched Farazan's trailer, actually. Who should I put together for Layla? For Slayla? Ooh, how many sleepies do I have? I don't really have any, because I don't have Ganyu or Kokomi.
Ready for anything.
A meeting of the sleepies. I have Sayu.
I'm so sleepy.
Who are some other sleepies?
All right, after you.
Yeah, we can end. Oh, we can end stream with that. Not really any. Flynn's isn't a sleepy.
Allow me to guide the way.
Kinda do, don't they? Where's my Layla?
I applied for vacation. You remember too.
They have like the same hair as well, like dark blue with like frosted at the ends, and they've also got the same like yellow eyes. Is Mizuki a sleepy?
You can tell me anything.
I never have Mizuki in party ever, so we'll put Mizuki in.
Turn that frown upside down.
I don't remember what her abilities do at all. Not even a little bit. It's gonna be rough if we accidentally fall into the combat route. Hello, Slayla.
What is it? Is there something on my face?
You're not a thief, are you? Why would you ask that? You're not a thief, are you?
Hey, not so loud. No, that makes me sound suspicious. Hold on. Do I really look that shady? Anyway, I'm Layla, a Ratawa student at the academia. For now, at least. I was just looking up some information at the House of Dana, but the more I read, the more I realized that my thesis lacks integrity. I didn't cover many of the possible outliers, and my calculations aren't precise enough.
We lost. Being long tortured by her own anxious thoughts, Layla's stress value shows her current mental state. This value will fluctuate as the story progresses. Appraise the situation carefully before making your choice.
I should have been done with the first draft of my thesis by now, but I've barely written a third.
What are you planning to do now?
Well, I guess I have to keep looking up as much info as possible. I shouldn't give up now, but who am I kidding? Maybe I'm not cut out to be a researcher. Maybe I shouldn't have come to the academia in the first place. All I've done is cause trouble for my advisor and classmates. I should probably notify my advisor sooner than later, so he can focus his attention on the other students. No, I don't even have the guts to bring it up, and I haven't completely given up yet.
Cheer up. Things probably aren't as bad as you think they are.
To be honest, I haven't slept a wink for days. Just thinking about the awful state of my thesis keeps me up at night. Lack of sleep hinders my ability to focus, and If I can't focus, I can't do any proper research or thinking. I'm stuck in a vicious cycle. I've seen the caliber of the other academia students. They're all geniuses and fast learners. I'm nowhere near as gifted as they are. Oh, if it wasn't for someone who's been helping me out, my advisor probably would have kicked me out of the Darshan by now.
Do you guys remember where I got revealed of, what is it, alternate Layla? It was in a Mizuki anecdote. I was like, wait, why is she talking normally? Well, is she not sleepy right now? Are they the Great Fungus Elder? Great Fungus Elder.
Huh? What's that? A fungus with a long beard?
Clearly.
There's no such thing. Though, if there were, I'd love to give it a thought or two. This might sound strange, but I actually don't know who's been helping me. I don't even know if they're a person or not.
Yeah, I do know about her alter ego, and I learned about her alter ego in the weirdest way possible, through Mizuki's anecdote at the Isa bathhouse, because that anecdote kind of assumes that you've already learned about that, because there was no like reveal to it. It was just like, hey, by the way, alternate Layla's here.
Due to my lack of sleep, I sometimes get dizzy and faint when I'm stressed out.
It's that bad, huh?
Yeah, but oddly enough, when I wake up, all the things I was stressing over are taken care of. My homework's somehow finished before the deadline, and my papers are perfectly written. But that's not all. My flowers are watered, laundry's done, even my broken camera was fixed. I really don't know what's going on, but for now, I'm calling the phenomenon a blessing from the stars. Maybe the stars above decided to help out after seeing all the effort I put into my research. If that's even possible.
That nervous laugh. Well, I want powers like that. She's a very underrated, cute character. I want powers like that.
But there's no point in me studying at the academia if I keep relying on this mysterious phenomenon.
I say underrated, not in that, like, I don't think people appreciate her, but that you don't see people doting on her the way that we dote on, like, Farina or Hu Tao.
It comes down to my own efforts, improving one step at a time. How else can I honor my parents and live up to the expectations of everyone who knows me?
Makes sense. Effort you put in is equally important. Am I accidentally going on the same route that's gonna lead me to this?
Oh no, I've already spent too much time chatting. I still haven't made much headway on my thesis. At this rate, I'll need the Wisdom Sealy's help.
You just said you wanted to rely on your own efforts.
Yes, but time's of the essence. So I have to take what I can get. Oh, sorry. I'm just making excuses. But the Wisdom Sealy is truly amazing and freely shares its endless knowledge. If you want its help, all you have to do is write down your question and you'll get a response a short while later.
Can Sealy even do something like that?
No one knows who or what it actually is. It's just known as the Wisdom Sealy. But getting an answer all comes down to the Sealy's mood. Sometimes it'll only give you a vague answer or play tricks on you. I'm pretty sure a researcher wouldn't do something like that.
I don't know. I've met quite the eclectic band of researchers in my days.
All I can do right now is hope that it helps me.
What about a blessing from the stars?
Who knows if it'll happen this time? I can't put all my eggs in one basket. Trying my luck with another phenomenon is better than doing nothing.
It's too risky to rely on some fishy legend to complete your thesis.
You're right. I need to keep a level head. I don't have time to waste. But what do we do from here? I can't just go back and start packing to leave.
Well, first you should rest.
Rest? But my deadline's just around the corner. I don't think I can afford to rest right now.
She's like, rest? What's that? Why is she British and my... you won't be able to write anything in your current state.
You do have a point. Sorry. I tend to panic easily, as you can see. Then how should I rest? I definitely won't be able to sleep. As soon as I close my eyes, all kinds of thoughts start floating into my head.
How about we go to cafe?
Oh, that's a good idea. A cup of coffee might help clear my head.
Coffee!
Let's go.
Coffee! Coffee! Have they made a Baku plush yet? Whenever there's like an NPC or an entity or something like that, I always ask, like my first question is always, is there a plushie of this? I kind of forgot that Mizuki's skill won't follow, like she'll just like float in the air like that. Hi. Coffee, every college student's second drink of choice.
Let's sit down here and have some coffee and sweets. It'll help me put my thoughts together. No, we're here to rest. My problems will have to wait for now.
How do you guys like your coffee? Those who are coffee drinkers, because usually, you can guess what the first one is. I said nothing. Because if I need coffee like in the morning when I'm like going to work or like it's black as tar. But I also have an appreciation for frou-frou coffee as well. I like a nice caramel macchiato. Don't judge me. Anyways.
Oh, hey, Layla.
Huh?
Sorry, but who are you?
I'm one of Layla's classmates. I just came by to say hi. We just submitted our theses and we're totally beat. Everyone will be meeting here to celebrate. Seeing how relaxed you look, you must have already had your thesis finished ages ago.
Damn. You don't gotta...
Oh, no, I'm actually having a lot of trouble with it.
You seem so relaxed. You must have finished that ages ago. You're so ahead of the curve. You got nothing to worry about. And Layla's just over here sweating bullets. It's just like, not really.
You say that every time we talk, but you've never missed a deadline.
Wonder why.
Not only that, your papers are always well written and thorough. Your advisor is constantly praising your work. Yet you're always going around saying stuff like, I can't make it, I don't understand, I'm super worried. That kind of talk doesn't reflect your work at all, you know.
Well,
What are you getting at?
For starters, she doesn't even try to participate with the group at all. It's one thing that she's not willing to help us, but she doesn't even bother showing up for our discussion meetings. Every time we come to see her, she looks out of sorts and on the verge of a breakdown. It's not like we can't finish our own theses without her, but no one wants to always see her this way.
I know. Sorry.
Why did that improve her, though? Everyone is entitled to their own choices. Just because Layla breaks the mold doesn't mean it's a problem.
Whatever. There's no point in starting an argument here. If you think she can justify her behavior, then that's your opinion.
Okay, anyways.
Thanks for standing up for me. I really want to help the others, but most of the time I'm barely scraping by myself. There's very little I can help with.
Is it because you don't want others to know about the blessing from the stars?
Yeah, I can't ever tell my classmates about that. I'd be a mess if they ever reported it to my advisor. It's really just a big misunderstanding, and there's nothing I can do about it. Everyone just gives me weird looks and judges me. It's making it really difficult to find friends. It's actually pretty rare for someone to actively engage in a conversation with me, like you do.
I think I understand your situation right now. Oh, that's her stress meter. Oh. When it's higher. I thought that it... Okay. I would have taken it all the way. Like, she'd be at 5 out of 5. And I'd be like, wow, she's so happy right now. I think I understand your situation now.
Huh? What do you mean?
You think that the blessing from the stars is some external power that's out of your control. Maybe by improving yourself and no longer relying on an external power, can you break out of the vicious cycle?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Seems you know just as well as I do. The thing is, I'm terrible under pressure. That's just my nature. Even the thought of everyone's expectations back home is enough to make me feel nervous. And the more nervous I get, the worse things become around me. Take what Munira just said, for example. I don't think I'll be able to get it out of my mind for the entire day. That means I won't be able to relax at all today.
What if I go break her legs? Why don't we try facing the problem head on? Why don't we find a way for you to completely relax?
Completely relax? But we're at a cafe. Is this not relaxing enough?
Academics are only one part of life, and not all cafes are relaxing. In fact, I renamed one Connery's Barking Tavern because...
I know, but... Alright, no more buts. My life is a mess because of the decisions I've made for myself. I should listen to your advice this time. How do I completely relax?
Since you're from the countryside, why don't we leave Sumer City and go sightseeing since you're from the countryside?
Sightseeing? That does sound pretty nice. I haven't set foot outside the academia in quite a while. I used to enjoy visiting the rainforest, but it's been a while since I've been there. Maybe a lot has changed. Okay, why don't we go there and take a look?
I thought, for some reason, thought that music could be staying. Oh, never mind. It is a really big. This thing's huge. Where were we? What were we doing when we were in here? Was this during the interlude that we were in here with Nahida? That's a lot of weed. For story quests, so not the interlude. When are we gonna get Venti Story Quest 2 and unlock a super awesome boss for him? What do you think the boss of Venti's second story quest would be?
Sweet dreams.
his lack of...
The most dangerous boss, sobriety.
Even the air here feels more relaxing.
That's kind of rare to see a tree potatoed out that much in the background. Because look at these right here. That's something I often praise, is that things in the background don't potato out. And they look close enough to their fully rendered versions because the design to begin with is so simple.
I just want to forget about the thesis altogether. I'm just kidding. Knowing me, I'd only be able to forget about it for a little while. This doesn't count as trying to avoid my problems, does it?
That's a mushroom, not a potato. CNBC's monster close to the fountain that has additional dialogue post parallel. What is it supposed to be pronounced as? Because someone pronounced it. Was it Paimon who pronounced it? And it's not paralogism. Parabolas, paralogism, Your state of mind is just as important as efficiency if you want to solve the problems that you're facing.
That's quite the legitimate excuse. No, it's more of an explanation. Even I'm starting to get bolder with my words. I grew up in a place like this, looking into the distance now with the breeze in my face makes me feel like a kid again. Those were the happiest days.
Wow, not something you often hear from a Tavadian. My childhood was the happiest days. What did you usually do as a kid?
I had a bunch of friends back then, and we would go pick wild berries in the woods.
She was a fatuous then.
No matter what ingredients we found, we would cook them over a fire, and whoever lost one of our games would have to eat all of it.
That sounds a bit intense.
No, it wasn't that bad. It really depended on how lucky you were. Grilled apples and sunsettias are actually quite delicious.
Why don't we go find something to grill as well?
Sure. I haven't done that in ages. Let's go. Apples and zaytun peaches were the most popular fruits back then. Oh, and of course grilled fish is delicious too. Fish skin releases oils while cooking, which drip into the fire and cause it to burn even brighter.
Juicy zaytun peaches. Nothing. She turned, she's like, the hell are you doing back there?
But we would always get yelled at by the grown-ups if they caught us sneaking into the river to catch fish. What's the big deal? We just want to swim. That's what we used to say. But now that I think about it, it really was quite dangerous. Thank goodness nothing bad ever happened.
Fresh apples and a frog!
I think we found enough now, don't you?
I love this. The Sumerian music is so good. It gives such a magical vibe.
I have 4 of these, and I have 1 of these.
Beach.
Alright, these should be enough. There's nothing like the smell of fresh ingredients. They already smell delicious. I'll be here cleaning the ingredients. Can you please fetch some firewood for us?
They're in the water. I see churls over there. Nobody in this team is prepared to... Do you have artifacts? Okay, at least Jean has artifacts. collect firewood. This is a horrible idea. No one's gonna be able to do anything.
Wind, hear me.
Ow! You didn't even let me finish my ability. Don't kill her! I have no answer for I have no answer for his shield.
Observe.
Turn that frown up.
This is like the worst combination of elements and characters to try to take on this guy's shit. I'm only hitting the shield, not hitting him, so that's not even gonna heal. Oh wait, it does heal her. Even I thought hits had to actually do damage on the guy. Never mind. Oh, this is a... That's not where Layla is. Make a fire with Layla and enjoy the delicious food.
Fresh food is the best. I feel like I've traveled back in time. We all used to run around in the woods when we were kids. Trees and mud was the world we knew best. It doesn't matter how long I'm away from the forest, I won't ever forget the feeling of running through the trees. Oh, how about you? Can you relate to that feeling? It's almost like not knowing the world will change or ever expecting it to change.
Afraid not. I'm an adventurer after all.
Whatever the case, it's a very warm feeling. In the end, I passed the admissions exam, and the life I had led came to an abrupt end. Later, as I sat in a lecture at the academia, my mind started to wander and I began to think about home. It was then that I realized how long it had been since I went back. I can't go back anymore, and other similar thoughts started to come to mind. I guess I'm still not used to being in the academia yet.
There's a purpose for every stage of life.
You're right. So we should let go of the past. I suppose this is also part of growing up. But reminiscing about the carefree life of being a kid sure works wonders for the mind. You start missing those moments once you leave them behind, and that's part of moving forward. From now on, I'd like to cherish every single day of my life, even when it's not the smoothest of rides.
Everything will get better. I know you can do it.
I'll take the compliment. A little bit of sugar and a good view really go a long way for relaxation. I thought it'd be impossible for me to enjoy something like this. I thought I'd never be able to get my mind off my thesis. But now, I feel like I'm fully enjoying myself. It's really great. So, what are we doing next?
Sometimes you don't need a plan. It's nice to just stroll around, see what happens.
You're right. I've been doing research for so long that I'm used to having a certain routine. A carefree stroll. I like the sound of that.
Take a stroll. Go to the lakeside.
Be silent.
Ha! Nerd! Nerd!
Observe.
Observe. Close your eyes.
It's the second one that I need to remember. I need to go back and relearn how to activate his bursts.
Wow. I never knew there was such a large lake here. It's so beautiful. The feeling of cool lake water can wash away all your troubles. Can you wait for a minute? I'd like to wash my face. I think it'd be refreshing.
Why don't we just go for a swim?
A swim? I can't remember the last time I went swimming. I might not even know how to anymore.
It's one of those things you never forget, Ether says with confidence.
Okay. I'll try to swim over there.
Let's see who can get there first.
Wait, no. I'll definitely lose.
I know. That's why I challenged you.
No. Forget about winning or losing, Layla. It'll be fun either way. Wait, we're starting already?
Oh hey, it gives me a Layla that I can Layla. Swimming pretty good. What?
As expected, I lost. How would I be able to beat an adventure at something like this?
I think you were a great swimmer. E turns into special E, and E again turns into special burst. What allows me to do that burst? Because I couldn't. Is it just when there's enemies around, or because it was glowing? Excuse me, it's glowing there, but it wasn't available to click energy. And it's not built. Excuse me, my word. It's not built. It's not built up like Moika's or Skirk's, right? It's not like you can charge that, because with Skirk's you can just charge that. Okay. I'll go back through and try to remind myself how to actually play him. I think you were a great swimmer. You weren't too far behind.
Really? Among my childhood friends, I was considered one of the more athletic ones. But that's just like how I used to think that I had a gift for learning. After coming to Sumeru City, I realized that I only thought that because my hometown is such a small place. On top of that, I'm getting weaker and weaker because I'm barely able to sleep nowadays. There's no way I can bring myself to brag about anything now.
You really are too modest.
Please, you're always encouraging me. I'm starting to feel embarrassed. But swimming again really feels great. Every muscle in my body was engaged. I probably wouldn't have to worry about my thesis if I turned into a fish, don't you think?
Well, at least she didn't say crab.
I'm just kidding, of course. I'm sure fish have worries of their own.
Kokomi,
I'm quite content with how things are right now.
-5 energy.
Let's keep going, shall we?
I'm sure fish have an entire booklet full of worries.
There's a mushroom here. You
Indeed.
wanna jump on it to see what's up there? I haven't done this in a while.
Did that not energize it?
Give it a try.
Okay, there we go. I was like, did that not activate it for some reason? Oh, we're going all the way up there. Gotta dash. Can't catch me. And away I goat. I've missed the Aranara music. So my question was, you can skill and then, but it's not available to be clicked. What are the requirements for that? I forget. Because the double tap E and E again brings up the non-cutscene burst, correct? Just needs energy, okay. So you just build that up while he's in that state.
Close your eyes. Observe.
We've walked pretty far now.
It's Malika's hair.
But I barely felt the time passing by. I've been staring at books in my thesis every day. I've forgotten how nice and happy life actually can be.
That's why I said your life shouldn't completely revolve around your studies.
You're right. No matter how much of a hard time I'm having in academics, I should still find the time to look after myself and fulfill my needs.
You know what's really interesting to think about is that when this Hangout released, this didn't exist over here. The stuff that they've been adding to the map over time.
You really understand
Oh, she's
more
so
about
cute.
life than I do.
Would you like to take the opportunity? Wait, hang on. This is really cute. Would you like to take that opportunity to release all your stress?
Release my stress? Oh, I see what you mean. Being at the top of a mountain really does make someone want to yell out loud. But it's a little uncivilized, isn't it?
So am I. It's okay. We're already here, so we should make the best of it.
Alright, I'll give it a try. Just promise not to laugh, okay?
Was she actually gonna just scream from the mountaintops?
What an amazing day!
Yay!
It feels like my entire body is bubbling with excitement after yelling like that.
I love how even her scream was like she sounds like a lamb. You ever she sounds like my uncle's lambs.
This happiness was so common as a child, but before I knew it, this feeling was buried in the bottom of my heart. It's getting late. Why don't we rest here for a while? I'll tell you some interesting astrology stuff when the stars come out. Oh, but it's alright if you don't want to listen to that kind of stuff. We can also tell jokes about life, or talk about anything you're interested in.
We can chat about whatever you'd like.
Okay. Then I'll tell you more about me. The only reason I ever chose to study astrology is because of how beautiful the stars are at night. That's all. My teacher told me that nature possesses a certain power that grants people an equal amount of kindness and fairness, regardless of the different talents they may possess. And that's why I wanted to call the kind person who's always helping me as the blessing from the stars. The stars in the sky are something that brings happiness to people.
They truly are.
Everything about home is filled with purity and passion. My memories of that place are wonderful. I never want to forget them. If I were to ever discard anything so pure, I don't think I'd ever be able to find a place to anchor myself in the vast sea of knowledge. That's why, no matter how tiring or how hard it gets, I won't let my family down. They are already an important part of me.
That's another reason not to lose yourself in the face of pressure.
Yeah. Thank goodness you were there to help me out, or I don't know where I would have ended up. We probably still have a while until the stars come out. Only kids sit around like this, waiting for the stars to appear.
Cute. Aww. Don't tell Seat Lolly. Look, Seat Lolly, this happened years ago. We're just recalling a hangout that I did. Well, that was adorbs. Do you have any voice lines about?
Are there any?
I thought I remember.
I slept okay.
I thought I remember that there, in my wife's account, that there actually is a voice line that Layla has from Dark Layla, alternate Layla. This was the Kale team, I believe. Yes. Let me put this team back together.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, reporting.
Get the band back together.
Leave me alone. Never mind. Let's go.
Wait for my signal. Let's go get ourselves some answers.
All right. I need to go fight the knave. Actually, let me fight Slajdaha first. Do you think they would ever bring back Hangouts? Like, why did they stop them? Were they not that popular? This is not the team that I want for that.
Sure.
They're really unpopular? Man, what do you look? She's looking at the, apparently the, hi. Frick, it's Pyro and Cryo this time.
Count me in.
It's Pyro and Cryo this time. What do I want for this then?
Wait for my signal. It's time to pull the trigger.
Sure.
Archon reporting for battle.
Yeah. What do you have? You do not need that. You need this. Actually, take, no, never mind. I'm fighting him for you, Yelan. I somehow skipped the intro cutscene.
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
he's invincible right now. Oh wait.
Here comes the catch.
From the Spina. I'm good.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain. Gather. You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not.
I love how insane the Ageda's VA got for this. You can tell like the manic rage that this dude has after this many centuries.
Busted.
He's angry. Did that kill my Navi even when she was off field?
Stabilize.
Busted.
Wait. There. Have to end it with a meteor. I got 2 as well. I'm pretty sure that Navia got 2-shot there because maybe I don't know. I saw her health go down, and by the time I'd switched off, she was already dead. She didn't even get to say her death voice line. Do you just... 872? Not that you scale on defense, but at 20,000 HP, I feel like I kill Navia a lot. Maybe it's just because I'm always fighting really heavy stuff with her.
This will be a
Arle
productive
team.
partnership, I hope.
I hear you've got a job for me.
Benny, there we go.
Gonna be epic.
Whatever you need.
Whatever you plead. And Smilekino. Boop. Boop. New feet first time. Having the singer out is helpful to just mindlessly be able to clear bonds of life. Oop. So it's just automatically there clearing bonds of life, and I don't even have to think about it.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid? Is it my turn now? Cryo incarnate! Now that's more like it.
Now that's more like it.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
I'm okay. Ow! Oh my gosh, that killed her! I haven't lost a character during the Arle fight for a while.
Mine to wield.
Transfiguration.
The show begets. The show baguettes. Get it? Because Fontaine.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Let my name echo in song.
The countdown has begun.
Oh yeah, I'll watch this for no reason. This and Signora's transformation are the ones that I go back and forth on, like if I skip it or not. All the other Trounce Domain transformations I usually skip. The skippable ones.
My blade is all that remains.
Quietly now.
Oh hey, the singer's already out, duh.
Let's see how strong your resolve truly is.
Put that in the middle there.
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. Struggle and fade.
Quietly now.
Transfiguration.
Oh! Can that come off cooldown? Thank you.
Sundown is only the beginning.
Let my name echo in song.
Here comes
Hell yeah. That one's a difficult one to end on a fuck. That that one's a difficult one for me to end on the attack that I want to end on. Cuz like John Lee's Meteor is like that's a pretty easy one to do. But when I want to end with Farina having the last hits, I have to make sure that she has Yelan's dice to be able to actually do the damage necessary to take the health bar down the rest of the way. And I also have to time it to where I'm not going to pull Farina out and then immediately get hit. Okay, that didn't give me any dream solvent though, I don't believe. I did get what I need for Yelan's dice though, to get it to 9. Next to be crowned, I believe. Well, after Seatlotti's shield could definitely use some help. So I think probably, I don't know actually, I'll decide who. Well, Seatlotti is ready except for the boss material, so probably Seatlotti next. But then can throw a crown on Yelan. Oh, it's not time for that until Wednesday.
It is not time for this.
What needs? What does the death match need? Ooh, I have those. What was the weapon that we tried to ascend that I didn't have the stuff for it? Deathmatch and the shovel are the ones that need to be ascended right now. And that needs those. Ooh, let me get that up actually, because that's going to be priority for Flynn's, and the deathmatch is going to be for Rosaria, but Rosaria already has one that works for her in the white tassel. So the priority will be Flynn's. What are these? Who? How do I have so many of these? I don't remember grinding that. Lamps. Events? I guess so. And I can make 3 of those to get to 70 as well. So then the next domain to grind is going to be continue grinding the Nod Cry artifact domain, so I can get a good set for Flynn's. Fins. That's a dumb name for this team. What a dumb name for this team. Flies. Not Skork. Okay, 3 of those. And then I will need 9 more. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. I don't need to these anymore, so I can just craft as many of those as I can. And then I'll just craft as many of those as I can as well. There we go. I haven't had to upgrade a lot of weapons recently, and so I have kind of plenty of those materials to go around. Oh, it was this that we were upgrading before. No, it wasn't that either. What other weapon were we upgrading? Taserface? Flies? Fly swatters? Flies? Brozaria as well. But not that. The meth match. Oh. And, oh, I can also make those, though. Brozaria with her current weapon. Deathmatch. I was just gonna make sure that's the one I need. Okay, I won't need any more of those, so I can just make all the 7 that I can. And it gave me some additionals. Okay, I need 3 of those right now. Well, hang on. That just means I need 9 in total, right, for that? Because then the next requirement is 6. Okay, yeah. I always misremember / don't understand what it means by that with the requirements. Man, I'm already out of shimmery nectar. I mean, I can make 313, but I'm already out of shimmery nectar. Okay, that's at 60 now. Feel okay about that. I have been trying to, like, my remnant, I'll throw into the fragment box, and I even will, I'll even, like, go back to the Harmonic Whiskey Whimsy domain and try to grind that domain as well. It is so hard for me to get good artifacts for Arlecchino. This one's okay. This one's, I mean, 11.7 defense is still kind of garbage, but this one's ish. But I don't have any, like, I have a pyro damage, but it's 3 flats, and then crit rate has to be activated as well. Because I really want to get a proper set on her eventually. The one that's on her, like the Gladiator set that's on her right now, is perfectly fine, but I would love to get a proper set for her. But I've been, like, passively, like, every now and then I'll, like, yeah, I'll hop into that domain and I'll run it once. You can tell that I don't, like, I only have, I guess I have a lot more than I thought I did, though. Being able to see which artifacts have an unactivated one, like this one, will be immediately dumpstered into the box, because you're wasting one of the upgrade one of the upgrade rolls by opening by unlocking a flat defense stat. That's been really huge because then you can immediately know, okay, I can dumpster that one into the box immediately. Whereas this one, you know, crit rate, defense percentage, and healing bonus, that might be okay. But it still is, the ones that are legit are the ones that already have 4 on there, so you can use all of those rolls towards upgrading potentially upgrading the substats you want. But that's been a frustrating one to try to grind. If I actually buckled down and just like, okay, this week I'm only running that domain, I would be able to get a good smattering of them a lot sooner. But my priority recently has been the Nodcry domain, which is why I'm so surprised, right, that I don't have very many good options for that. This one, D-Luke is Vorkasha's Glow, so that's gonna be Dia's set. Who else is a holding tank for people? Amber is a holding tank for Yoimiya. Goro is a holding tank for... Oh, you're a holding tank for Navia. Nighttime Whispers. This is long-term builds because the Gladiator set that's on Navia, the Gladiator set that's on Arlecchino works fine for them, but could be a lot better. Could be a lot better. I know that C0 Arlecchino can hit higher than 200,000, and I know that C0 Navia can hit higher than 180,000. Just all comes down to your teams, to your team comp, your rotation, and your artifacts. What else did I need for, okay, how many of those can I craft? Because you're my only priority for upgrading for a character ascension right now. So pretty much all of these, not that, character ascension. I would need 9 of those. So I can just make the 6 of Pyro. And, oh, perfect, 3 of, oh wait, oh, okay, yeah, 3 of Geo. Yes, Geo. I'm already below 1,000,000 Mora. Now I just need more Knuckle Duckles. He looks pretty unamused. He kind of has that D-Luke like... He kind of has that D-Luke expression, that unamused kind of. Although D-Luke is very clearly just unamused with his surroundings. Flynn's is more just actually like calm and stoic. D-Luke is very clearly just annoyed by everything that's going on around him. All right, let me use the restroom real quick, and then we'll watch some demos, and that'll probably be a good place to end off. 3 hours and 15 minutes, my word. BRB. Oops, not that. There we go. Or wait, yes, that. Because we're watching... What you say. Watch what you say. Boop. Alright, Faruzan and Slayla. And... oh. And Slayla. Oh my gosh. What the heck just happened? One's in the chat if we're good. If internet is good. Okay, there we go. One, okay. The entire my browser would not load a single thing just now for no reason whatsoever. One, okay. Okay. I need to... oh, not that button. Fontaine music. I also have, still have, deep-seated, appreciation. That's not the right way to phrase it. But, I also, have a deep fondness for Fontaine music as well. I was thinking about it the other night, when I was playing Genshin with my wife, co-oping in her world. I was like, I think if I had to make a choice, I think I liked Fontaine as an entire experience from front to back. I think I liked Fontaine just a little bit more, but it's impossible for me to choose between the two, honestly, because I like them both for different reasons. But Fontaine, the reason I arrived at that is because Fontaine music started playing, and I was just like, man. It's Fontaine and Sumeru that like just the background music. Faruzan. What is going on? Why did that mute itself again?
No sense of respect! Academic research isn't some kind of fad. Topics don't just go in and out of fashion. Madame Faruzan's life started more than 100 years ago, and her story covers as much ground as some major academic publications. What is it that you would like to learn more about? Different forms of pressure-based puzzle mechanisms? The base layer design of elemental monuments? Sure, I'll hang out with you youngsters.
Whoa! What the hell?
Care to mess with me? Truth repeats its course.
What a different bop compared to a lot of the other Sumeru characters.
Are you interested in becoming my student? What did you say? Oh, I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam Faruzan, and I'll see if I can pick that up.
What the hell? What the?
I'll hang out with you youngsters.
I love how expressive she is. Also, that's one of her idol animations, isn't it? Where she's playing with her hair. Yeah. Maybe that's how it swoops up like that. All right. Layla.
Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there, watching over us. Why do I have to write so many papers? Why?
Oh my gosh!
My guiding stars. Not now.
Dead. What sword is she using?
Huh? What are you doing up? Me? Sleepwalking, of course.
Zivas. An event weapon, perhaps? Cool looking sword. It even looks roughly like an actual Zifas. Banner weapon. Oh, huh. Look at this! So pretty. There is a there is a what was I saying? There is a trailer I wanted to watch again. Why is it not the first thing that's coming up? Okay, there she is. I want to watch Arles again. Particularly just because of the last line of dialogue that she has about that the hearth's warmth no longer needed because the kids can fend for themselves. In a different game, I don't know. Seems like that would be a perfect way to hint at Arlecchino sacrificing herself. Also, her walking through the other countries.
Was it that long ago? The long nights were the den of dangers untold. The children would huddle at home and light the hearth, awaiting the adults.
Did she not go through? She didn't go. She skipped Liyue. Why?
The long nights.
This is the cathedral.
Dangers untold.
And this is the stairs up to the shrine.
Return.
Kashyanian had already adopted all of the children.
A spark cannot shatter all shadows.
Now, do we think that's the Tsaritsa talking?
Or else, to the other end of light, lie still bleak shades.
I'm so happy that she's making a reappearance. In banner, obviously, but primarily in story is what I'm excited for. I also like how they, in the trailers, they often use the more EDM and dance step kind of music to reflect more not of Teyvat entities. Like all of the Archons have, maybe not of Teyvat is the wrong way of thinking about it, but all of the Archons have the dubstep or like the dance step music. And Arle is one of the few characters who also has that kind of, and it feels like a hint to her Conrian bloodline, her Crimson Moon bloodline. Also, don't know if you guys caught it. I definitely didn't catch it the first time we watched this, but that is definitely Clairvy. All of these kids also are from the different nations. They all have different attire befitting of the other countries. Also, the last enemy in her trailer that she fights is a Conrian knight as well.
I hear that the children love to play by the fireplace. So let us continue to use the name House of the Hearth. Still, its flame is no longer needed, for you have the strength to defend yourselves.
Ominous. Feels ominous. However, will they go, because was it in the Honkai universe that they've killed off a playable character? Do you think they would have that same, because that just proves that Hoyo as a company is okay doing that. But what about in this different IP? What in the Genshin? Do you think they would do that with Genshin? Like, would it make more... I feel like it would make sense to kill off a playable character. But I don't know. People in the YouTube comments also pointed out that Columbina did mention that she and Arlecchino are on good terms. And so it wouldn't make any sense for Arlecchino to be... to turn to the dark side, so to speak. During this. She's here to protect Columbina. It is long overdue. I just don't know if it would make sense. The reason that I have such a suspicion about Arle is that hers would make sense. It would feel like such a way to bring that character full circle. Especially like that, just that last line also just makes it seem like she's been setting Linny up to take over when she's gone, and that she feels like she's going to be gone sooner rather than later. It'd be such a good way to bring her character full circle. I also feel like, I don't think they'll do it soon. I feel like this might be like an end of the game thing. Like an end of the game thing. But I also have mentioned that I feel like Zhongli could die as well to bring his thousands of years of service full circle. Maybe that's what his contract was. So something that's been here since 1.x, the question on what that contract with the Tsaritsa was, and we still have no real answers about that. We have a lot of theories, but we've never really addressed that. We now at this point have more answers about Venti's power than we do about Zhongli's contract. Because now at least we know about Venti's relation with not Renova. Not Renova. Easter off. I also, in some way, I don't think they'll go this way because it kind of was addressed during his story quests, but that Zhongli has bodies built up, like the warlord that was Deus Ari, the warlord that was Morax, felled a lot of gods and a lot of nations in pursuit of that gnosis. And, you know, could him sacrificing himself be a way to, in a sense, atone? I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know. I think Hu Tao's and Xiao's made more sense for them to live, but having the brush with death was handled very well. If they were going to kill off Hu Tao, that was the way to do it, because they honored the character as a character in a very meaningful way. When it's time to work, she buckles down. She's still the mischievous little goblin. It's, you know, she has both sides. But when it's time to work, she gets to work. And I really enjoyed that. The whole time we were playing that, I started thinking that they're leaning a bit too hard into it, with her relinquishing the plum branch to us off of her hat. But I didn't know about. I wasn't thinking about it being a limited event, and so it really was. I don't know. Is she gonna go? Is she leaving? I don't know. It's the same thing that with when the Liyue Archon quest leans so heavily into repeating over and over that oh, by the way, Morax is dead, Rex Lapis is dead, the Exuvia is dead, and they just kept on repeating it over and over. The more they kept repeating it, the more I was like, if the narrative has to keep reminding us of that, that tells me that he's not dead. I just hadn't put two and two together that Zhongli is the Archon. And you're right, as we start getting closer to taking on Celestia and getting closer to meeting the Tsaritsa and getting closer to full confrontations against Sinners of Conria and the Fatubi at large, this game needs to up its stakes. I don't want them to kill a character for the sake of leveling this, for the sake of like, oh, we need to make the stakes higher, so we're just going to kill a character to provide generic motivation for the characters that are left. But there are a lot of characters that would make sense, I think. I even think in a certain way that Paimon could die at the very end of this as well. There's a wild theory I have that Paimon regains her godhood or whatever. Paimon, you know, we learn who Paimon truly is if she is not Susti. We know her name. If she is Asmodee, or if she is just like an emissary of Asmodee or something. But she regains her full power and like takes a blast for us or something. That's something I'm really looking forward to. Is I really think that we're gonna see full power Paimon before this is done. What hints do we have that she could be the iridescent moon, though? Like, what clues do we have that would make that make sense? Because I feel like the most likely thing that we have about Paimon is that she either is Asmodee herself or is an emissary sent by Asmodee to keep track of us. The track, I guess, and it's upside down. Ouch. The iridescent moons were never, moon remains were never found, and Paimon has moon imagery all over her, upside down. I just feel like I tie her closer to Celestia at large than with the moons because of her cufflinks and the parts of designs of her that are more, that seem more indicative of Celestia imagery, like the nails. Is it 3 moons on her cape? It is. Because there's 3 things on there. Also, Dane is the only one to have any kind of piece of him that operates the same way as Paimon's cape does. I guess now, and Skirk's legs, rather. Where it's not a flat texture. As the cape moves, it's like it's actually peering into space. Like there's a 3-dimensional space. Obviously, it's just two-dimensional layers on top of each other. But that it's kind of like moving around. It's not just a flat texture. You get the same thing with Dainslift's cape and with Skirk's legs. Skirk's limbs. I guess none of the other shades share that design, that's true. Paimon's hair clip is something that I imagine has been long theorized about since the start of the game. Because in the first couple minutes, you're shown Asmodee's portals, and then you're shown Paimon's hair clip. And it is such an easy bridge to make that, it's not an easy chasm to bridge between those two. It's not even like, oh, it kind of looks like, it's just straight up the same shape, with the bottom part of it being longer than the other 3 sides. It's also somewhat noteworthy as well that the Traveler's constellation is, yes, it's a falling star, but it also bears resemblance to Asmodee's portals. Now, that very well could just be because she's the ruler of space, and just that's indicative of just how they traveled the stars. But the greater mess that we've got ourselves in against Celestia at large with the shades, the heavenly principles, the Saritsa, Piero, that's what I'm really helpful. I'm really interested to learn more about. If Arlecchino does live through this, then I have a feeling that I'm 50-50 on if she'll die or not. I feel like Genshin is overdue for a death, but I don't know if they would do that in this game. I don't know if it feels like the stakes. I don't know. But if Arle does live through this next patch, or rather through Not Cry at large, I don't know if they'd kill off Arlecchino this soon, you know, in Luna 2. I don't know. That seems like a major character death like that seems like something that they do at the very end. Because the things that they've done have been killing off major characters that were never playable to begin with, like Signora and Capitano. Would they go a step further and kill off an existing playable character? Not a character that we hope is going to be playable, but someone who already is in our roster, and they say, you know what, she'll have banners, like you can keep using her, she'll continue to have banners, but in story, she's gone. I don't know. But if she does, I feel like this is going to be the part where we see her turning on the Fatui and putting the house and Columbina and, you know, seeing things like what Capitano did, where Capitano was like, you know what, this whole grabbing the Gnosis and work and doing that is going to be secondary to the plan, to the other things there's more important things than abiding by everything that the Tsaritsa tells me to do and abiding by everything that the Jester has planned out. That returning, challenging Renova with that paradox, daring her to trigger that paradox, and delivering those souls back to the Night Kingdom, those souls he'd carried for 500 years, is far more important than his duty as a Harbinger. And I feel like we've had so many Harbingers now that we have worked with and alongside, that we're gonna see a big paradigm shift in the Fatui organization. Yeah, this has just been, like the end of this has just been a lot of time of just theorizing, hasn't it? When Celestia called the Archons to Conria to help with the Cataclysm, to help with the Abyssal invasion, and that's what killed Raiden Makoto, and that's what killed Egeria, and what if in order to take the fight to Celestia, we call the Archons to our side to finally rebel against and get the Teyvat citizens out from underneath Celestia's boot? That'd be really interesting. Yeah, other way around. We mentioned it, we've talked about it before, that Nodcry feels like a step towards much more serious things, like there's going to be higher stakes, we're going to get a little bit darker in the storytelling, because the darkness hasn't, you know, it's been so happy-go-lucky so far. But the summertime event in Natlan really kind of seemed like it was our happy-go-lucky and very like exuberant and joyful and happy ending before we get into stuff that hits a bit harder. And I wonder where the Traveler's breaking point is as well. How much more can he take in regards to his sibling? When the last time we saw Abyss sibling was like, you know what? I'll see you when your journey is done. I've got a job to do. And Traveler, in essence, said, look, dude, this is not our fucking problem. This is not our world. Like, he helps around, Traveler helps around because it's part of their personality to be helpful. But at the end of the day, we got a flash of that in Inazuma, where he's like, this is not my war. It's not my problem. All I'm trying to do is reunite with my sister. So where's Traveler's breaking point when he finally says, enough is enough? Or will he not have that breaking point? Tomorrow is going to be a Zenless day. We'll probably go at our usual stream time. And then what are we doing in Genshin on... What are we doing on Genshin on Wednesday? Oh, I did select Yoimiya as my this thing. I felt like for the choices that I have, Yoimiya is the one that I would want a constellation for the most. Obviously, I would love to see 6 Dia, but there's a possibility to get Dias on standard and on and losing 50-50 too. So Yoimiya is my pick. For that. Oh, that wasn't on screen. This felt like for my options that I had. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the Fontaine quest. That's near the. You know what I mean? Got a point. Hard to argue with that logic. That's near the fountain in Fontaine. So we'll do that, and then I fully anticipate Wednesday being an earlier stream. Maybe 9 o'clock Pacific time, so 6 hours before we started today. 6 or 7 hours before we started today. So thanks for stopping by, everyone. I appreciate you all so much. Let's grab... yeah, sure, that. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. It will be a Zenless day. And I'll talk to you later. See you next time. Thanks again. Thanks so much. Join the Discord if you haven't already. That's it. Be good to each other. Drink water. Thanks a bunch. See you next time. Bye-bye.